It's in the other room. Should I guess I could bring y'all in there. It's pretty simple, right? It's light. It's light. It's pretty simple. Show us the pictures after. A bet. Let's get it. Hell yeah. Reveal the fit. Well, I mean, I was thinking something simple. All right, some light. Okay. I got like these black jeans. Okay, they're very simple. Something light, right? Throw my black little Doc Martens with the black jeans. Then we could throw like a little black little t-shirt on top of that. Either just something straight black, a little bit more professional, or like my skull shirt that I wore in Jubilee for the 1v20. Just something light, something easy. I was thinking about going all crazy and shit. Why is everybody spamming Hawk Tua? Get a life. All right. Stop rotting your brain. Okay. All right. Yeah, you keep spamming Hawk Tua. I'm going to have my mods blow up your house. TikTok actually doesn't have any line in their terms of service against domestic terrorism, so you better watch out. God, I'm going to see myself on Fox News tomorrow. Woke teen threatens domestic terrorism. Oh, rough. But you'll get banned for everything else. Yeah. Isn't that funny how you get banned for saying gay, but you won't get banned for saying what I just said? Isn't that hilarious? Is this a real account? No. This is a fake account. It's pre-recorded. This is not the real Dean. Stop wasting your time. Let's see. Do I know any info about the TikTok ban and what's my plan? I don't know. I don't really have a plan as it stands, man. No, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I don't know. I could quit. We could do something else. We'll see. Show us a magic trick. You want to see a magic trick? I do have some cards in my hand. I always have the cards in my hand. There's we got a couple tricks in the book, I guess. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Just take a little single card here. It looks like we got the three of diamonds for the day. Put it on top of the deck. Just with a wave of the hand, just like that. Empty hand, by the way. No sleeves. Nothing funny going on here. Isn't that fair? Just one singular card. But like with just a wave of the hand. Watch this. It right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes. Look at that. Look at that. It changes right in front of your eyes. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? We could even like change it back. We just got to really put some pressure on that card. We really just got to put some pressure on that card. And then right in front of your eyes, it changes back. Boom! But before you even know it, it's gone again. Bro, stop spamming Hawk Tua, bro. I don't want to think about that. There's minors in here, you guys. Stop it. Do another one? We could do another one. Let's see what we got. Is this Ween Dithers? On God? White House update? Oh man, we gotta get our housing figured out down there. It's gonna be a big crowd. I'm excited. Oh wait, yeah. So something possible for after the election. After the election, I'm so brain rotted. After the TikTok ban is a pivot to YouTube, and I think I'm gonna do like a full-fledged vlog on my trip out to DC. Even in the White House, I already got clearance to bring in a camera. So I'm gonna be doing a vlog from like waking up and where I live, driving out to the airport, going out to DC, be vlogging in DC with the boys, okay, as well as like going inside the White House. I think that would be a pretty good video, yeah. Like not only would you get to see like Dean behind the scenes, but you'd also just get to see like a private, exclusive like event hosted in the White House by the president. Like I feel like that'd be a pretty good video. You can't find my YouTube? Yeah, I know, because when you search up my name, like me on other people's accounts pops up, but like my account does it. What the fuck? Dean, I look like Timothy Chalamet. No, I don't. Let's see here. Yeah, what do y'all want to know? I got a couple minutes here. Bro, I'm honestly pissed. I won't lie. I'm pissed about like my accounts getting banned. It sucks. But you know, there's worse problems. What's up, Bree? What's the photo shoot for? The New York Times, man. Yeah, that's what the photo shoot's for. I'm getting a profile by the goddamn New York Times, bro. I'm hyped. It's gonna be lit. Are you kidding me? We're all looking forward to this shit. Okay, famous? Yeah, based? I've never felt more famous in my life. I'm not famous, but I've never felt more famous, if that makes any sense. You know? Like, this will be bragging rights for years. Magic trick? Yeah, we'll see what else we could do. My favorite C-list celeb. Yeah, let's go. Maze, it's good to see you. Thank you for the handouts. Yeah, what kind of magic trick do you guys want to see? We could pull something off here. We could do some light. Juggle? I can't juggle. I can't do that. I wish I could. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's see this. All right, we're just gonna take a card here. The four of diamonds. Okay, so this is all of our cards. We all need to pay attention to the four of diamonds. So here's what we're gonna do. The four diamonds. We're gonna put it in the middle of the deck, and we're gonna leave it poking out. So everyone, keep your eye on the four of diamonds inserted into the deck, and I'm gonna explain this trick to you before we even do it. So you won't even be able to see it. You're gonna be like, oh man, that's magic. Okay. So I'm going to have the four diamonds teleport from the middle of the deck back to the top. And it is going to be crazy. Okay. Right. But first we need to verify that I didn't just leave the four of diamonds on top of the deck somehow, some way. So currently the top card on the deck is the six of diamonds. So we need to get the four diamonds from the middle of the deck to the top. All right, watch this. I'm just going to start pushing it in. And as soon as it's pushed in all the way, it's going to jump to the top. See what the card on top? It is still the six of diamonds. Push it in a little bit more. See the card on top? It is still the six of diamonds. Push it in all the way. And the four diamonds is on top. How crazy would it be? Let's see. Ha 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 ha. See that? It's magic. It's magic. See that shit? It's magic. It is. Watch this. We need someone else for this next one. We're going to get someone up in here. We see Gabe. We see Gabe in the queue. Let's get Gabe up here. Gabe, you want to help us out real quick, man?
Oh my God, thank you so much. Yeah, bro, let's go.
Okay, I just want to make sure. How old are you?
24.
Awesome. So you're actually gonna do the magic trick for us. So
shit.
we're gonna take the four diamonds here, and we're just gonna place it in some random position in the deck. Okay, watch this. We're just gonna place the diamonds right there. Push it in. It's gone. And now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fan through these cards like that. I'm gonna have you say stop whenever. Okay. And it's gonna land on the four of diamonds. How crazy would that be?
That is insane.
Do you think that the deck needs to be shuffled at all to really get that four of diamonds in a random location, or you just want to go like this?
Yeah, shuffle it. Shuffle.
Oh, okay. All right. We could do that. Just do a shuffle. A couple of these, couple of those. Do you think it needs any more shuffling or
Probably not.
no? Just like that? Is the deck good?
Yeah.
Okay. So once again, I'm gonna ruffle through. I'm gonna tell you when to stop, and it's gonna stop on the 4 diamonds. Okay.
Okay.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Now is that where you want to stop? Do you want to go a card below, a card further, or is this exactly where you want it to be?
Nah, that's good.
This is exactly where you want it to be. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Probably.
You are? Okay,
Yeah.
I want to give you an opportunity here to change your card.
It's I like that card.
Okay, so this is it right here. We're gonna take this card. We're just gonna set it right there. Okay, and I'll allow you to do it again to choose another one. But this is the one you want.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a 4 diamonds. So I mean, yeah,
Oh, the fuck.
yeah. You know what I mean? It was a great opportunity there to change it, but it follows you. I mean, it always does. We're gonna get Parker up in here just for one last little trick here. Hey Parker, you want to help us out here?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I was like, dude, you should start doing these lives now where you just like you pull people up and you do magic tricks.
I know they're fun. There's something we could do for fun when we're just hanging out. Only got 30 minutes here, so we're actually gonna use you for this one. So Parker just walked into the room. Yeah, Parker probably doesn't really know what's going on here. So Parker, we're shuffling the deck over here. We'll do little one of those, little one of these. We just want to get the order of the deck truly randomized here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you to say a number. And I'm going to go that many cards into the deck. For instance, if you said 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5th card will be the 4 of diamonds. Okay? Or whatever number you say, because I already know exactly what number you're going to say. And I'm going to prove that you will find the 4 of diamonds. So just name any number.
7.
7. Okay. Are you sure that you want the 7th card? Because the 7th card is the 4 of diamonds.
Yeah.
Parker, I'm giving you an opportunity to change it.
Okay, give me the 6th card.
Okay. Well, I lied to you. It's actually the 6th card that's a 4 of diamonds. And I
Then
just
give me
wanted
the
you to
7th
change your
card.
mind. Is it possible that I'm lying to you again?
Dude, you always lie. So like I'm just gonna stay with the 6th.
The 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So here's the 6th card. If you would have chosen the 5th card,
Dude, if I would have
the
chose
Queen of Club,
if I chose
4th
any card,
card.
I'm gonna get the same one.
the 3 of Hearts.
I'm serious. If
3rd
I
card,
chose the second one, I would have gotten this as well.
of Clubs. It looks like 3 aces, but you chose the 6th card. 4 of diamonds.
Dude, I know anyone. If I would have picked the second card, it would have been the 4 of diamonds. If I would have picked the 7th, it would have been the 4 of diamonds. If I would have picked the 4th, it would have been the 4 of diamonds. You want to know why? Because it's sleight of hand, bro.
Well, no. I think
I
that
really got to figure out how you do that sleight of hand because I don't see it. Like I don't really know how you do it.
it follows you through the deck. There's a bunch of bots in the chat. Where'd the bots come from? Hey Gabe, I appreciate you for coming up. How are you, Gabe? Hey, how you? Oh, you got an echo there, little buddy.
Me?
Oh, it's gone now. You're good.
Here, I can grab earphones and fix it real quick. I need to plug in my phone because
Bet.
I have 3%, dude.
And it's not sleight of hand. It's magic. It's
Shut the fuck up.
Magic. You don't believe in magic. You know what? Should we do some more card tricks, ladies and gentlemen? Should we wow your mind a little bit more?
Dean, do you believe in magic?
Of course I believe in magic. Hello? I'm a magician.
You consider yourself a magician?
It's not that I consider myself, I just am.
Really? You just are?
Yeah, I just am a magician.
Why do you say that?
Well, how about I just show you? Tell me when to stop. Pick a card.
Pick a card.
That's
Let's see.
right. Pick a
Give me that card right here. Go.
That one right there.
Yep,
Sounds
that one.
good. All right, this is your card. We got the ace that said the ace of hearts. So what if I could tell you? I could actually change the color of your card right in front of your face.
I wouldn't. I would probably believe you because you're just gonna do some crazy shit with your hands.
Okay. All right. Well, let's wash the hands. Nothing on that one. Nothing on that one. Nothing in my hands. All that we have is your card, the ace of hearts, on top of the deck. So watch this. All we got to do, we want to rub away the red. Okay. So we're just gonna start rubbing the card. Do you see that? How we're just rubbing the card? Right. And by rubbing the card, just in the right place.
I can literally. I saw you put in the card. I saw, dude. That was bad sleight of hand. I saw it that time. I literally saw it in your left hand, dude. I saw it poke out on the side. Did anyone else see that?
You didn't see jack shit, bro.
No, I figured out how you do it. So like that's obvious. It's like the way you hold your hand. You're holding the card in your left hand, and you put it on top.
You gotta let me have it, man.
Now everyone in chat's gonna know, dude. You can't do that ever
again. Thank you so much for the galaxy. You
Kai,
can't
thank you so much. I
that.
appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much.
You can't. You're embarrassing me in front of 3.3 thousand people.
I didn't see it. There was no card. Yeah, I totally agree.
Where do you think the card comes from? Because like obviously,
dude, well, I'm just gonna let you know. Everyone who's in here right now, there's gonna be some people who know, but like obviously you're gonna be able to like do magic to new people in the future. You know.
Yeah, but no, actually, I do want to quiz you on this because you're right. Like, I mean, obviously, like when I'm like waving my hand like this,
like you have to be holding in that hand in order to be able to get that specific card.
Yeah, like that's just like
obvious.
That's the only way to do it. But I actually want to ask you, where do you think that second card comes from? Because like
I don't know how you grab it originally. That's definitely like
we just take one card. Okay,
you just like leave it in your hand
on the top of the deck, just like that. Look at that.
Okay.
We start rubbing. And then all of a sudden it switches just like that. Like, where does that second card come from?
Yeah, I don't know. You have a good sleight of hand with your what is that left hand?
It's called magic, Parker. You need to believe.
Or maybe you just need to like get a grip, dude. Actually, is that your right hand or your left hand? Because you know how there's like an invert.
This is my right hand.
That's what?
Well, does that like? He's like, what? Why are you so this? Yeah, this is my right hand.
That's because it's inverted, bro. That's so fucking weird, dude. Because like if you think about it, I turn around, that would be my left hand.
Oh, true. Like, does
that make sense? If you turn around and you're like this, Dean, you know, if you're like this, you see up my nose. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is the way it's supposed to be.
If you're like this, you know.
There you go. Now you see like it as it's
now. Yeah, that's why I always have it normally.
You always do it like this whenever you go on stream?
Yeah, I always do that.
Oh, dude, but I hate my face. I hate the way I look when it's in.
Dean, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a crazy concept. That's what you look like in real life.
Oh, man. So you're telling me that my jaw's all crooked IRL?
Yeah. Did you see all the conservatives on X being like, what's on his chin?
Dude, it was a spot on the mirror, and I could have edited it out, but I decided not to edit it out because I know that would spark more people talking about it.
You know that like they went crazy with that picture. I saw literally like so many different tweets on that.
Yeah, well, that's what
dude.
That's what I wanted, man. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed. Yeah, chat. So basically, right, you're looking at like this CEO, right, of Twitter.
I'm inverted too. Like this is me inverted. This is not what I look like in real life. I'm flipped in real life.
I had to take the inversion shit off.
Yeah. What do you mean? You mean what it looks like in real life? You just can't accept reality.
Oh, no, I can't. I can't stand to look at myself inverted. You know, so before I started these streams and like I just have like my own voice going into my headphones all day, I couldn't stand to hear my voice either. But like now I've actually gotten really like real used to my voice.
I'm still cringe with my voice a little bit.
I'm not at all. I'm literally not cringe with my voice at all. Like at this point, I'm literally like so used to hearing it.
Like if I hear back a video, depending on the context, I could be cringed out a little bit.
I'm like never like anymore. And like plus like I think I have like an all right voice. You know what I mean? Like I have a voice
all
that, like,
right voice.
and a voice that like could be used
he's
for
like, he's like, you know, I could actually I could be a voice actor, you know, maybe that's something I could do, you know. If TikTok fails, Dean's gonna be a magician and he's gonna be a voice actor. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Santana wants up for a little bit. Want to get Santana up for a second?
Yeah.
For a moment. Let's see what Santana has to say. It's been a while. Hey, Santana, how you doing, man? No.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Okay.
Hey.
Dean, Parker, how are we guys?
What's
Good.
up?
How we doing, bro?
Listen, Dean, I just wanted to say Parker's a hater. You're definitely a magician. That was awesome. That was
Beast.
awesome.
Let's go, Santana. Parker
Listen.
is a hater.
I mean, Dean, you're damn near a magician. I mean, like not a magician, but a wizard. So
Let's go.
Yeah, dude, he's ranking up in his roles.
Yeah, all those days training on Wizard 101 in like middle school have really paid off.
Dean, you'd fit in like Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, let's go. Dude, one step
Well,
to being closer to Selena Gomez.
I tell you what, Dean, if you ever, whenever my wife and I have our first kid, and if you ever want to do like the birthday party, I would pay well for that. So, you know, if you want to break out any magic tricks or whatever, we can definitely do it.
Dude, I will happily show up and I will do magic and we'll have so much fun. They will be amazed. I'll get the top hat, I'll get the bunny, and I'll get the magic wand, and it'll be awesome. Yeah, and then you know, if you happen,
You
to
got to
have
put on a Harry Potter costume. I can give you, you know, at DC we're gonna make you do that. We're gonna put you into a Harry Potter costume. Also, in DC we're gonna make you Spider-Man.
dude.
We're seriously.
Spider-Man?
No, blonde Tom Holland. Like,
You could definitely pull off Tom Holland.
like I'm serious. You should do a live, an NPC live where you do that. I think it would be fucking hilarious, Dean.
So
I think that would be hilarious.
So I'm the same height as Tom Holland. I think I'm like an inch taller because he's 5'8", I'm 5'9".
Mogged.
5'9", and a half.
You look way taller than that.
A lot of people say that.
That Dean looks taller.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I meet people in real life all the time and they're like, I thought you'd be taller.
Yo, Dean, you know what you got to do? I have these things called docs, right? My girlfriend got me them. Like, they give you like 2 to 3 inches, bro. They're kind of fucking sick.
Dude, yeah, I need to get some dogs.
Dude, I'm literally, when I wear them, I feel so fucking tall. I'm like 6'3", dude. Like, it's insane.
That's what I need. I need something like that. Dude, I've literally had people come up to me in real life and be like, oh my God, are you Dean Withers? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I thought you'd be taller. I was like,
People actually are surprised when they see me because I'm actually 6'3" and a half, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
I feel like it's impossible to know how tall someone is when all we know of people on TikTok is literally just like this.
Yeah.
Like, people are so confused. They're like, seeing Parker with legs is weird. Like,
and also for everyone saying that 5'9", and a half is short, you're like,
I don't think it's short. I don't think it's short at all.
Yeah,
No.
it's average.
Yeah. No. Anyway, I had to say that, Dean. I believe in you. Also, Parker was mentioning your jawline. I will say, my wife just said the other day, Dean has amazing jawline and cheekbones. He has really great features. I was like, he's okay. He's okay. Don't, make me jealous.
Well, that's quite kind. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't eat enough. I maybe need to eat a little bit more. I've never really.
Welcome to the club, dude. Welcome to the club, dude. I'm literally like 145, bro.
Yeah, maybe if I was like slightly more healthy, like I wouldn't have like a very defined jawline. I don't know. I used to like not eat enough at all, and I was like super unhealthy. Then I started going to the gym, and I got more healthy. And like now I'm kind of at a weird place where I'm not going to the gym as much as I used to. I'm not as healthy as I have been, but I'm like better than I was when I started like 3 years ago. But anyways, so that actually is funny because a lot of people will talk about like me looking like Tom Holland. The only resemblance I have to Tom Holland in my face is my bone structure. We have very similar bone structures in our faces. And on top of me being very similarly proportioned to him, if I were to put on like one of those like Spider-Man suits, I bet like I would have some resemblance to the dude.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really think that it would be like good to do that. It would be cool. And then like we'd do it with some like cool background in DC.
Yeah, I think you could pull it off for sure.
We'll have some fun.
That's literally next week, dude.
That's crazy. That's really crazy, dude. Okay, so I've been car shopping for like a handful of months.
Actually, wait before that. Can I just say? Imagine if Dean got a low taper fade, bro.
Oh, dude, cringe.
do you see that in the comment section getting spammed, bro?
We need to have like TikTok terms of service to restrict against whatever the fuck that it was. Like, I'm getting banned for misinformation, hate speech, bullying. You need to get banned for cringe.
Seriously, dude. Seriously, if I was running TikTok, if I bought TikTok, because I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be buying TikTok here very soon. Don't worry, I can totally afford it. I would seriously make that get banned. Cringe, all brain rot banned.
Someone in the
all
chat
of it
said
done for.
Someone in the chat said I look
including
good with
MAGA.
buzz.
I'm just kidding.
Someone in the chat said I look good with a buzz. My hairline's not the best, and it's only gonna get worse. And what's it called? It's like called like fluorescerine. Like, look at that. Like, there's hair right there. I promise, like, my hair doesn't go all the way up. It's just really fine. Like, I'm touching hair right now. It's just really fine, and you can't really capture it that well on camera. But like, that's gonna be an issue. Like, the older I get.
Dude, you're fine, bro.
Like, I'm
like take what's it called? A DHT blocker.
Yeah, because I'm looking at that. There is hair right there. I'm touching hair. This is my hairline.
Bro,
but you could already
fine.
see where all the hair right there is.
Oh
going
my
to
god.
disappear.
Oh my god, dude, you're so cooked, bro. Like, you're so cooked.
I will.
No, you're fine, bro.
I will be, because all the men in my family, are bald. They're all bald except for my dad, because he takes medication for it and has since he was like 23.
I got told yesterday that apparently I'm hat fishing because I'm bald and I normally have my hat on, and I took it off yesterday. Someone was like, "Where's your hat?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I mean, my wife likes it, so I'm good." That's all I care about.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you pull it off, Santana. I don't know what it is. I feel like some people could really pull off the bald look, and some people can't. You definitely can. I could just see it in my brain. Like, Santana, like, bald with, like, awesome beard, like, base.
I feel like if you go bald, you got to go with, like, you have to have, like, a really good beard. Because, like, a really good beard or, like, mustache or something, like, like, imagine if I was like fully bald right now, right? And like with my baby face, like, it would look a little interesting.
There has to be a filter. There has to be a bald filter somewhere in here.
Wait, I probably could find one. Let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure there is, actually.
I gotta see what I'd look like. I gotta see if I'm cooked. This is a bald filter.
Like, if you're bald,
Dean, you're totally fine, bro. You're not gonna.
I gotta see if I'm
like,
cooked.
it's actually unbelievable that you think you're cooked. Like, let's be honest, dude. Chronically online, actually insane. I don't think it's on here. I think it's only. I think the bald version does give you a mustache though too.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I do know the filter that you're talking about. I've seen that before. How do I control this one? Oh shit!
Oh,
Look at
shit.
that. Wait, we got a lot of shit down here.
Dean, are you gonna be late, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, don't be late.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys.
What time do you have to be there, Dean?
Santana, feel free to hang out for a little bit longer unless you want to.
I thought you had to.
So
Yeah, no, I thought he did too. That's why I was asking him.
I have to meet the photographer at 2, but before I meet the photographer, I need to get some food. I'll probably take off here in about 10 minutes.
You know what, dude? Don't eat. I'm just kidding. Do eat. What are you gonna get?
Dude, some Panda Express sounds so good right now.
Valid. That reminds me, I should probably go get food before I go live.
Oh yeah, so for the 3,500 people in here, meeting a photographer with the New York Times. So They're writing a profile on
Are
it.
you?
Yeah. Right. So New York Times is
Holy smokes! Congratulations.
That's insane.
Thank
A
you.
profile is crazy, bro.
Yeah, so the New York Times is doing a profile, and they are having a photographer drive 5 hours just to get some flicks of me, right? And
Why do they have someone drive so far? Jeez, bro.
Well, I don't know, but I mean,
5 hours is crazy. 5 hours there and back, or 2.5 hours each?
5 hours each way. So, and like the only reason I bring that
Oh!
up is because like, so this guy's like, I was looking at his work, I was looking at what he's done. He is a professional. And it must cost a lot of money to pay a very prestige professional photographer to drive 5 hours, take pictures for 2, and then drive 5 hours back. And that means that they have like a pretty high budget for, like the photographs as relating to the profile, which means that it's a little bit more of like a relevant piece by the New York Times, you know?
Don't worry,
So are
chat.
they-
Dean did mention me.
I did actually. I did.
Are they making you like do like a whole wardrobe thing, or like what's the deal?
Well, they just told me to show up in a fit that I'd wear like when I'm doing my thing. So I'm gonna listen to them. You know, I'm gonna listen to them. I'm just gonna wear something that I'd wear. But
Yo, Dean,
drippy.
Dean, have you thought about going into like modeling if it all else fails, dude?
I'm too short for
People
that.
are saying that in the chat. Wait, are you actually?
Yeah, I am.
How tall do you have to be?
It's like Santana's height.
But I think
okay.
don't they just have like unrealistic expectations for like women models? I think you could actually do it as a man. Like for women though, you have to be like 6 feet tall or something.
Well, for like, I definitely say that the modeling industry is significantly more fucked up for women because the expectations go beyond like height, and they go into like bodily proportions, body fat, and like it's terrible. But then for men, there's like one qualifier, and that's height.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like I don't know, it like prestigious
Let me look it up.
modeling is like what you at least gotta be like 6, right? You gotta at least be like 6 foot. I don't know.
Dean.
I could be
I think
wrong.
you could pull it off. I think you could pull it off.
I could be wrong. I mean, like Tom Holland's done some modeling. He's shorter than me.
He did exactly.
Well, yeah, I think it's dependent on being a public figure already. So it says 6 foot for guys. If you just put some docs on, bro, they won't know.
They won't, dude. Yeah, put some inserts into the docs. Be 6 foot.
No one will know.
Yeah, seriously,
go.
dude.
But that's
Why,
for-
I don't know why they make you be that tall, because like I feel like height doesn't matter as much. Maybe it's for proportions of body, but I feel like you could also be that height and then have the proportions of the body that are required under their
that's
own
for, like-
framework.
It's for like runway modeling.
Oh, okay.
I saw, someone said something. It's different for like commercial modeling.
Oh yeah, commercial modeling. Just higher. What is the Dean Never Cry shit mean? Do you know what that means, Parker?
Wait, say that again.
Do you know if the people are spamming?
Dude, I don't know what's going on at all, man. I'm on Planet 9.
Well, like I don't know. It makes me feel old because like I don't know what the hell that means. I think I saw some shit the other week. Let me find it. Like someone like
What is that even
What
allowed
is
on
that?
TikTok, Dean? I
Like-
don't even think that's allowed on TikTok. What is going on?
like someone sent me so
What is on my screen?
Someone
Is
sent
that
me
even
this.
guidelines?
and then they said like Dean Never Cry. Like does this relate to whatever the hell you guys are
weird.
spamming in the chat?
That is weird.
I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means at all. Is that what they put in the Discord?
Yeah, it was like one of the merch designs. Put this on a t-shirt.
Really, dude? You know, I don't know if people would want to go around in public with that. Like
Someone
seriously, someone would.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, for views on TikTok, but not actually. You know,
Terrible.
there's like 2 sets of things. If we were gonna do merch that I would want to do, 1, pajama, and then 2, like if you're gonna do something in public, like you got to do some like type of album cover type thing.
Well, I've been doing a contest for merch designers in my Discord for like the last 3 weeks, and it's coming to a close. I guess I thought I'd put that out there for the 3.6 thousand people watching. If you are a merch designer and you want to get in on the contest, feel free to hop on my Discord, scroll up in announcements, and you can read about it, see if it's something you're interested in, and if it's something you're interested in, feel free to apply. And we're gonna be closing that in the next week, and then dropping a collection, you guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Really, you're gonna be dropping?
Oh yeah. Emily, thank you for the galaxy. That'll be cool. But all right, Parker, Santana, I gotta head off so I can get
all right, bro.
Yeah. Make sure you
going.
eat Dean.
Yeah, hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be a long
go
day
eat.
for you. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day.
Definitely.
That's why I'm
Good luck,
hopping off
bro.
early. All right, I appreciate
See you guys later.
All right, I'll see y'all.
Peace out, Parker. Peace out, Santana.
Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and head off. I'm gonna go ahead and do this little shoot with New York Times. Okay, wait. I guess before I go, let's talk. So, the hair. Do I need to like? I could always like go and invest some time into like restyling the hair. All right, maybe add a little bit more product in, make it a little bit more puffy. Or does the hair look good? You know what I mean? Like this is something I could show up with. It's good. Hair's given. Hair needs a little help. It looks good. Okay. All right. I love y'all. I'll be on for a handful of hour debates later. And I'll make sure to let you know how this goes. I don't know what to expect. This is like the coolest thing I've ever done. And it's literally all because of you guys. Just want to put that out there. But yeah, join the Discord, join Codes Dean if you want to get in on the last couple days or week of that merch competition. And yeah, love you guys. See you later.
1 month over month. I'm referencing annual inflation rates.
I'm saying, well,
And
didn't we have
you can even look at month to month. There were countless nations that experienced significantly more inflation than the United States, right? Because of a global trend in inflation.
Wait, are we just talking about the inflation at the start of the Biden-Harris term? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's saying it's caused by them. Yeah.
Oh man, so how did the Biden-Harris administration cause that inflation?
because they didn't do anything with the Ukraine war, and on top of that,
Wait, so I have a question.
What would Trump have done in
Wait,
response?
I have a question. I have a question.
it.
So you're saying that the Ukrainian war caused the inflation in the U.S. Do you also think that Ukrainian war caused the inflation everywhere else in the world?
No, I'm saying, but it had an impact on it.
Okay, so it had an impact on it. So did Biden and Harris also cause the inflation in like Germany and France and Italy?
I mean, if they stopped the Ukrainian war,
Jace, thank you so much for the $2.
yeah, I mean, they're interdependent.
Okay, so Biden and Harris literally caused global inflation because they didn't do enough to prevent the Russia-Ukrainian war. That's your stance, right?
Yeah, and then and if they're not going to do anything to prevent it, they should
this
do
and
it at
that.
the
Thank you
bare
so much for the
minimum.
$10 on PayPal. This and that. I do appreciate you for the love. This and that. Everybody, please show some love to this and that down below in the comment section. It means a lot
Terry,
to me.
thank you for the $10.
So-
Thank you so much.
Let me ask you this question: what should they have done more?
Well, this was like my thoughts on it. So basically, instead of stopping the Ukrainian war, they just let it happen. They let
No,
Putin
I'm asking
invade
you
Ukraine.
specific. I'm specifically asking you what they should have done.
He's coming
Very
from the
specifically.
assumption that Trump just being there would have
No, no,
led to it
all
not
I'm saying-
happening.
I never said that, but all I'm saying
That's
is
what you think, though. You didn't
No.
have to say it.
I didn't say that. All I'm
you
saying is
answer my question?
they either could have threatened Putin, right, to not invade Ukraine.
How do you threaten them with what? Nuclear war?
No, not nuclear war. Just saying that.
So what do you threaten them with?
Like forces,
You understand that we did
What
threaten.
force?
You understand that we
U.S.
did.
forces.
You understand that we did threaten Putin, right, with sanctions on Russian products, as well as supporting Ukraine with the rest of NATO to fight against Russian expansion through the use of weapon donations
No,
and
but-
money. Let me finish.
All right, just
Right.
go.
Right. So in any type of threat beyond right diplomatic sanctions and support for Ukraine,
Yep.
I believe would be involving ourselves in the war. Would you say that he should have threatened to put U.S. troops down? We should have threatened to bomb them.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
I'm saying I don't
No.
think Putin would go through the trouble of, going to Ukraine and fighting all our forces just for the sake of getting Ukraine. If he knew there was going to be more of a greater risk, I don't think he would have.
Okay, so you're saying you're saying threaten Putin with world war.
No, I'm not saying
So then
threaten
what
Putin.
we-
So then what are you threatening
Yeah,
with?
what
You're saying
what
like
should we have
don't
threatened?
do it, please stop. No.
No, world war means that all the countries in the world are involved.
No, that's not what World War means. But oh my God, Catherine! Thank you so much for the $50 donation on Venmo, Catherine. Holy shit,
W
everybody!
Catherine.
Please show some love to Catherine down below in the chat. Let's get at least 500 W Catherines down below. That is Catherine with a K. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And Cora with a $50 donation on PayPal saying, "Cook this man, Dean." I appreciate you, Catherine and Cora. Everybody, please, 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 please show some love to Catherine and Cora. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you guys so much.
This and that. Thank you for the $10 on PayPal. Thank you so much.
All right, so what were you gonna say?
Jacqueline, thank you for the motorcycle. Do really appreciate you for the love, Jacqueline.
Holy shit!
We're curious on what you think the Biden-Harris administration should have threatened Russia with to prevent their invasion of Ukraine.
I'm saying this is what we should have done, right? There's two things we could have done. We could have either been overly aggressive or overly passive. And the Biden-Harris administration took like a weird kind of middle ground to that.
No,
we were
I don't,
aggressive enough to get
I don't know
a
you're
ton
hearing,
of money.
I don't know if you're hearing my question. I want you to tell me exactly what they should have threatened them with, not just a mere statement such as they should have been.
All right,
overly
yeah,
aggressive.
I get it.
One moment, and the reason that I'm asking you this very direct and specific question is because I believe this is just your way of obfuscating to kind of draw these dotted lines to create a half-assed argument on how they could have prevented their invasion, when in all reality, you have no substance to your position, right? So I want you to prove to me that you have a substantive position by telling me exactly what the Biden-Harris administration should have threatened Russia with that they didn't.
I think we should have before they completely invaded. I think we should have, threatened to go to war with them, but not nuclear war. Just like,
What are you talking about? What are you? So threaten
Not
World
like
War
nuclear
III. So threaten World War III. Speranza, thank you so much for the $10. And Catherine with the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Catherine. Can we get some W's for Catherine in the comment section right now? Thank you so much, Catherine.
And this, sir, this, sir, is why you are not president. Okay, right?
All right.
So the position that the U.S. should have threatened world war on Russia.
Yeah.
Because inevitably NATO would have gotten involved.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
All right. Well, answer me this. What are the odds of?
Dude, please.
Bro, I spoke for 10 seconds.
Inevitably, BRICS would have gotten involved, and it would have been a full-scale World War III, where millions of people would have died, and that is our leverage for a threat. Right? That's either going to mean one or two things. Right? Putin calls our bluff. Putin invades Ukraine, and World War III starts.
And then the U.S. looks like weak.
Yeah, and I mean, in world...
Or Putin doesn't invade and it's all prevented.
Yeah,
But
which would be
that's
unlikely.
Which
We
is
would
the
definitely
more
call the
likely
bluff
scenario.
because wait, you think that
No,
he thinks
he
that they're
wouldn't.
actually going to do it?
No.
Gia,
well,
thank you so much for the $7.
Matt,
Thank you so much, Gia.
imagine-
Thank you.
That's
Imagine
like
you're
that's like going to a casino.
All right,
and
can I
putting-
speak?
No. That's like going to a
All right.
casino and putting your life savings on black. Like
No,
seriously.
it's not like that at
That is
all.
a serious gamble.
No, because going to a casino, you have 50-50 odds. I think it's like 99-1 odds here. Because imagine you're Putin, right? And you're sitting on your chair, and then you have the U.S. and NATO at your doorstep, and you're like, do I want to invade this country that really doesn't have any value to me and risk my entire country being decimated, my economy being decimated, my people being killed? Like, any person
I think that Putin would have called our bluff.
No, he wouldn't call our bluff.
Because no way the U.S.
Because
would
there's
be
way more
willing
risk for him.
millions of no.
What does
There's
he have
way
to
more risk
gain?
for us.
No, there's more risk for him. Because he's by himself.
No, Putin would call our bluff because why
No,
in the
he
hell?
wouldn't call our bluff.
You won't even let me give you my argument.
All right, give me your argument.
Putin would call our bluff because
Why don't we
in
just
the-
threaten to nuke them then?
Because if you threaten to nuke someone, that means you could spiral the end of humanity.
Okay, well, you understand that a war between Russia and the United States directly could could cause nuclear war, right? Like,
Yeah,
are
but
you taking that into account?
No, because the chances
What
of that
the
are
fuck?
so low.
Do you know anything about the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah, I do.
Did that almost start a third world war that would lead to the death of like all humans?
It almost
in the
did, but
northern
we got
hemisphere?
there and there was nothing there.
And would you agree that the U.S. threatening a third world war would have similar tension?
No, because the
Cheyenne, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal. I do appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much, Cheyenne. You're sitting here telling me that a direct threat of a third world war from the U.S.
Lisa,
to
thank you so
Russia
much.
would create less tension than the Cuban Missile Crisis in the Cold War, where we never made a direct threat of war.
No, 'cause
like a
he's
direct
not
threat
gonna
of war
invade.
from America to Russia would lead to higher global tensions than any conflict in which we have
Sure,
seen
it would
since
lead to
the Second
tensions.
World War.
Dean, I gotta jump back on my phone.
Lisa, thank you so much for the-
iPad's
Yeah,
not
the day
charging.
after Kamala went to interview with
back.
Putin,
Kamala, by the
Putin
way.
invaded Ukraine. So
Oh, you wanna know
you're a
fun
retard,
facts?
actually.
Oh, and now you're using the slurs. But before I kick you,
Yeah,
I just
buddy.
wanted to, before
120-pound piece.
before I kicked you, I just wanted to go ahead and inform you that she actually never spoke with Putin. She never spoke from anyone from the Kremlin. You could fact check this on PolitiFact. You could fact this on Reuters, and you could fact check this on any mainstream media outlet. In fact, the only reason you think that she spoke with Putin or anybody from the Kremlin, for that matter, is because that's what Trump told you. But I think the fact that you're willing to reiterate such simple misinformation that's so easy to debunk and then slur at the end demonstrates your intelligence, demonstrates your self-control, and demonstrates your ability to operate within a cordial,
muting.
fact-driven conversation. But we're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest. And I mean, that's just the reality, folks. Like, this is how these people handle themselves in these conversations. It's not about the facts. It's not about being aligned with the truth. It's not about becoming a smarter, better, brighter person. Or it's all about defending what you currently believe in. Like, it's goddamn John Jones in the UFC, and you're willing to put everything behind him. And it's not about an ultimate seeking of a higher truth or understanding. Justin, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on, dude?
Michelle, thank you so much for the motorcycle. I do appreciate you for the love, Michelle. Everybody, please show some love to Michelle down below in the comment section. It means the world to me. Thank you so much, Michelle.
So, Dean, why do you have Trump derangement syndrome?
I have Trump derangement syndrome because grapists derange me. They make me angry. Don't they make you angry?
No, actually, Trump is actually going to be your daddy in 48 days, and it's going to be
It's like
fun.
what?
Wait, so is
Story?
Biden your daddy right now?
No, he's not. And you want to know something too? It's going to be really
fucking
funny
idiot.
too, because let me tell you something,
let
right?
him
Trump
talk,
is
let
going to
him
lock up all the radical left lunatics, and it's going to be fun to watch you libs cry.
Wait,
you just say he's gonna lock
who is
us
he?
up?
Do you think he's gonna lock me and Dean up? He's gonna put Peen in prison?
No.
No, you want to know something? Okay, so funny thing too.
No, wait.
I've actually met Trump in real life, and I actually have his number, so I can just give him a text and put you guys on the list.
You're rage baiting.
Do it, please.
Okay, I'll text them right now. Bet.
Hey, wait, Justin. Seemingly you're pretty familiar with Trump, right?
Huh?
Seemingly you're pretty familiar with Trump, right?
Yeah, I've actually met the guy in real life.
Name one of his policies that's good.
Dude, I agree with everything he does, bro.
Name one.
Name one? Bro, fucking no tax on overtime and no tax on tips and shit, bro.
Okay, I have a question.
And he's gonna give me a tax cut.
I have a question, Justin.
What?
So the CBO is estimating that overall his tax policy will cost close to $7 trillion. Where's he going to generate that money from?
What?
CBO is estimated that
The Committee for Responsible Federal Budget indicates his plans specifically
CRBF.
are going to cost $7.5 trillion over 10 years.
Jin
How's he
in, thank you
gonna
for the
afford
galaxy.
that?
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about, yo? I mean, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Totally trolling. He's
We'll
totally
slow
trolling.
it down. I think he was trolling about the Trump number part, but I think he is actually a Trump supporter. I'll slow it down.
If he's
So-
that dumb, I would actually think it's really sad.
Okay, so Trump wants to cut taxes, yeah?
Yeah, he's gonna give me tax cuts, bro.
And tax cuts cost...
How much do you make, Justin?
Dude, that's none of your business, bro. I make a decent amount every year.
You
I
make
mean,
under 400K. Sorry,
Yeah.
that was the wrong question. I meant to ask, do you make under 400K? I apologize. That's an invasive question. I agree. So if you make under 400K, the tax cut was going to apply to you more under a Harris administration.
Bro, dude, you're fucking lying, bro. Cause my family benefited from the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, bro, and we don't even make more than 400K a year. You're lying.
I understand, but what you're not understanding is that tariffs that he's going to implement would cause more of a price to go up for people who are lower than 400,000, right? Specifically, than the tax cuts would specifically save them, unless they are like in the very highest levels of income.
That's right, bro.
Okay, yeah. So I actually don't buy any of the left wing narratives.
Bro. I'm not a left winger. I'm actually a far right white dude with another podcast screaming into my mic, telling you.
I think Justin is trolling.
Telling you how to feel.
Dude, how am I trolling, dude? I'm literally not. The fuck? Like,
tone of voice.
Huh?
Your tone of voice gives it up, man.
Nah.
Dude, bro. Okay, watch this. Dude, bro, dude. Trump bad, bro, dude. Tax policy regressive, bro, dude. Harms average American, bro. So, dude, support Harris, bro.
Dude, what the hell are you doing?
Democrat Party's base, bro, dude.
No, it's just like it's just gonna be.
Did that break through? Did that break through to you?
No, it really didn't. And the really thing is,
do I got to say it in like a white tank top with like my bicep showing? Maybe
Dean,
I got to.
Dean, you're not fluent in bro language.
I'm not. Joy, thank you for the hand arts.
Maxine, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much, Maxine.
Do I gotta start talking like Alex Jones?
Yeah.
Do I just need to like pull up like a random picture of like some government figure or like some like random document from like the federal government and start screaming about how like a conspiracy theory, then just say the same thing like 100 different ways and then just add on at the end that it's good to be a Democrat and that'll break through?
What?
Oh, you did. The joke was too deep. You didn't even get it.
Nah, because the thing is, I don't even care about these fucking jokes, bro. I mean, I'm just really excited for Trump to just like to prosecute all the libs, bro. It's gonna be funny.
You just said you don't care about a joke, but then you just told a joke. Trump, prosecute libs, yeah, Trump.
Wait,
Trump.
Are you gonna be at the inauguration on January 20th? Just curious.
No, I won't.
Okay, yeah, because I there's been a word saying that you will, and if you will, bro, I'm totally willing to like just
What the fuck are you gonna do?
I can't do it, Dean. I can't do it.
Fair. I was curious on what he wanted to do to me.
I can't.
I feel like he was about to like threaten me.
brain rot.
Hey, for the 8,000 people in here, if you're enjoying this stream, you guys make sure to double tap. And if you want to support me, or if you want to support Parker, our Venmos, our PayPals, they're in the bio. It says like VNP. That's my Venmo, and that's my PayPal. Your guys' support means the world. I love you guys so much. We're gonna get our next guest up in here. Spam Mag in the chat if you want to come up and debate. Hello, Carissa. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh no, I did not mean to join. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, Carissa. Don't even worry about it. So everybody, make sure to check if you're in the queue, and if you're there accidentally or you don't mean to be there, you could just usher yourself out, quite frankly. But let's go and get our next guest up in here. And hey, Jessica, thank you for the $10 donation on Venmo. Jessica says, I really appreciate you, Dean, and everything that you stand for. Jessica, you are phenomenal, and I really appreciate you for the $10 donation. In fact, chat, please show some love to Jessica. W Jessica's all around. What's up, Karina? Did you happen to vote for Dumpy Tumpy?
I did.
How old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
Karina, dear God, now why?
Well, because in my opinion, I saw what the country looked like when he was in office. Not a single U.S. military personnel was killed while he was in office. There were no wars.
You understand that what you just told was a
lie? He had 65 service members die in conflict under his administration. What are you talking about?
Do you know what the conflict was, though?
Yeah, so there was Syria, there was Afghanistan, there was 400.
Yemen.
There was plenty of different things we can reference. Well, we're talking about like U.S. military deaths, but so like in terms of that, what you're not acknowledging is that more people died under Trump's administration who were service members in conflict than under the Biden-Harris administration.
That's
can we also just point? Can we also just point out that like none of this matters because at the end of the day, Karina, what you said was wrong. You said 0 people died, 65 did.
Okay. We'll say we misspoke on that one. In terms of that and the military, I think that you should definitely do your research on that because I don't believe this. I don't know where you're getting that number from. However, I don't believe as though that's an accurate number, and I don't believe as though the deaths that had happened or were happening were conflicts that were caused by Trump. If that makes sense. And anyways, just to step away
so
from
you
that.
you understand that we have something called the Defense Casualty Analysis System, and this comes from our federal government, where you can see the casualties related to the Department of Defense.
Okay.
And what I would like to ask you to do is to go on Google, search up the Defense Casualty Analysis System, which is straight from the DoD, and you can see, right, in 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020, that we had 65 service members die.
And how
And this
many
wasn't from
service
accident.
members did we have
This was
die
from
from
hostile
2020 to
action.
2024?
Okay, we had 13 from hostile action die.
So from 20 to 2024, how many people are we going with?
13.
16. 16.
16.
So you guys are saying
count
two
the
of
three
the
that
numbers.
isn't. What's up?
Okay. So anyways, stepping away from that, back to the original question of why did I vote for him? I also saw the way the economy was.
Stepping back from the point that you lost on?
No, I said this before you guys went into that whole thing. I said stepping away, but you guys interrupted me.
Do you mind if I
And
ask you
so
why
I
you want to
wasn't
step
even
away?
finished. It's just a various amount of things. There's a lot of different reasons, and I'm not as educated on the military reasons as I am on other reasons and other things.
So,
Why?
so you could educate yourself by going to this website that I'm attempting to show you. Defense Casualty Analysis System. You could see how many people died.
Okay.
Tammy, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Tammy. Thank you. Can we get some W's for Tammy in the chat? Thank you so much.
Okay,
Tammy.
so here's my question to you. Since you guys are asking people why you voted for Trump, why did you vote for Kamala? Why do you think that Kamala is a better president for America than Trump will be?
Kamala, by the way. And the reason why Kamala is better is because she influenced it past good policy like the Inflation Reduction Act, right? The infrastructure bill that's bipartisan, the CHIPS and
But do you
Science Act.
understand like the depth in those acts and how they work and like
Yeah,
what
I could
incidences
actually tell you the
are-
provisions, right? Can you tell me two Trump like policies he influenced to get passed?
Hey, say that again.
Tell me two Trump policies he influenced to get passed.
He influenced to get passed?
Yeah.
I don't understand what you mean by that.
Two Trump policies that he influenced to get passed in Congress. He can influence Congress, tell them they should pass this bill. Can you tell me two Trump policies?
No.
Okay. Wow. Karina, I got a question.
Okay, let's hear it.
How can you support someone that doesn't support you? And the reason I ask this question is very important. Donald Trump has a long and incessant track record in history of lack of an attention to the thoughts, wants, desires, needs, and attentions of women and girls, including but not limited to sexualizing a 10-year-old, raping an adult woman, boasting about grabbing women by the P word, boasting about walking into the changing rooms of half-naked minors. So if he can't support your wants and needs out of the Oval Office, why do you think he will in the Oval Office?
So sexualizing a 10-year-old, where did that come from?
It was in 1992 when he said that he'd date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. And Taylor, thank you for the $10 donation on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love, Taylor. Everybody, please show some love to Taylor down below in the comment section. Taylor, you are phenomenal.
So can you ask the question again? I'm confused again.
Donald Trump has never restricted or cared about the wants, needs, desires, and attention of women. Okay?
I disagree with that.
So then why did he rape a woman? Why did he sexualize a girl? Why did he boast about walking into the changing rooms of teens at Miss Teen USA without their consent? Why has he demonstrated through his behaviors since his teenage years that he definitely doesn't give a shit?
You're saying that he raped a woman.
Grape. Say grapes, please, but yes.
He was held civilly liable of sexually abusing E. Jean Carroll, forcefully penetrating her against her will, by a jury of 9 people unanimously.
Civilly liable when?
Yep.
In 2022, quite frankly.
I think it was 2023.
Okay.
I'd have to check though.
Yeah, one of the years.
I don't Okay. I think if he was civilly liable and that was really the case, or if he honestly had done anything illegal, then them trying to get him on 34, 36 different counts of felonies.
34.
Okay, I said 34 first. If we're going to get down, I don't have a computer in front of me, so I'm not reading statistics off like you guys are.
We're not reading off statistics either.
And
He
that
literally
also
just
would
held
be
up his
something that's
computer
bad.
and showed everyone on this live that he was reading off statistics. Off
I
of
gave you a source for your claim because you said that it sounded like bullshit.
Okay.
That's all.
The other things
That's
that we just said
all.
weren't off like a reading it off. Brayden, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you.
So what's your contention here?
you
Donald
find-
Trump has raped a woman. Donald Trump doesn't care about women, so why do you think he cares about you? Boom. Lisa, thank you for the galaxy. I really appreciate you for the love, Lisa. You are phenomenal. You are great. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. It's a very simple syllogism. We'll give Katrina some time to ponder. By the way, Katrina, I just thought I'd let you know, unless you could see me and Parker, meaning you're inside of the TikTok app, we can't hear you. Like right now, we can't hear you. If you're trying to talk to us, we can't hear you. Okay? But she's
not
back.
trying to talk to you. I was not saying anything.
I just wanted to let you know.
I appreciate that.
So what's your response here? Pointed out, Katrina, that it like me and Parker's job is to be as well researched as possible, and there's probably very little people. Riley, thank you for the galaxy. In America, that are more informed on the thoughts, opinions, and positions of the right than me and Parker. I just want to get that out there. So, like, when we have someone come up and not know that there was 65 casualties under Trump's admin, not know one of his policies, not know that he was held civilly liable for rape, not know anything about his past, and then for you to tell us that we need to do more research, this sounds like a beautiful example of the Dunning-Kruger effect.
All right. You guys, all I gotta say is
You're assuming
we'll see what happens in the
you're
next
assuming
4
MAGA knows
days.
what that is, Teen.
Well, Katrina, he cut you off. That was very rude of him.
Very rude.
Very rude. What were you trying to say there?
I just said we'll just see how the next 4 years go, and the fact that he got every single swing state has to have said something.
Yeah, 89% of Germans voted for Hitler.
Okay.
Does that like
And
mean
Trump's
that like
been in office before. You think Trump's Hitler?
yeah, does that mean like it's justified just because it's majority of people?
I think that America's finally starting to wake up, and open their eyes. And I think
To what? To vibes? Because I'm going to be honest, Katrina. You don't have a damn argument. Like there's not like a reason, a set of reasons, a principle, a fact, a policy, any nuance. Are you just like you're just like America's waking up to the vibes, bro? Is that your position?
no, not the vibes. I think they're just waking up to the corruption and all of the shit that's going on within the food and the drug
and that's why you're voting for Trump, right? Or you
personally,
voted for Trump, sorry.
I voted for Trump personally because I would like to buy a house within my 30s.
That made no fucking sense. He's gonna make housing more expensive by tariffing lumber from Canada.
Just like he made housing more expensive in 2016, because from 2016
He wasn't even president in 2016. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's from 2016 to 2020.
He wasn't president in 2016. That was Obama. So you thought the economy was good in 2016, and he wasn't even president, so he inherited a good economy.
Okay,
So Katrina, here's the difference. So Donald Trump, he didn't really pass anything that influenced the pricing of houses one way or another during his first term. He didn't. Dakisha, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs.
The economy
Thank you so
was
much.
good. That's why the housing was affordable. That's why gas was $1.85 and not $3.63 and $8 in California.
I'm going to be honest with you. He didn't do anything too grandeur to impact the price of things negatively. We just saw the same macroeconomic trends continue under his first 3
You can't
years.
say that, though. You can't say that you do so much research and you know so much about all this politics stuff and then say that he did absolutely nothing for the economy and did
You
nothing.
couldn't even tell us 2 policies. What the fuck are you talking about?
Can you tell us one
I
policy?
will admit that I'm not fully researched on it. I don't know everything. You guys
Why did you vote? Then why'd you vote?
Because I know for a fact that I don't want Kamala. I know what my life has looked like in the past 4 years.
Can you name me one policy that Kamala Harris supports?
Elena, thank you for the superpower. And C with the roses. And Allie with the $10 on Venmo. Allie, thank you for the love. Everybody, thank Allie and show them some love. And Zara with the galaxy as well. Thank Zara. Show them some love. You guys are great. And Nancy with the $5 on Venmo as well for being awesome. Show Nancy some love in the comment section.
Okay, you're good now?
Totally fine. Continue.
Awesome. Thanks. I'm saying I know what my life has looked like for the past 4 years under Biden's administration, and I know what my life looked like under Trump's administration. And I know that my life... Yeah, go for it.
The point of these lives is to get you, Thomas, thank you for the sunglasses, to think critically about politics. At least critically enough to make better decisions moving forward. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm upset, I'm mad, or I'm angry with you for just assuming that some of the reasons your life has been worse during the last 4 years is because of the Biden-Harris administration. I mean, how could I be mad at that? Your life has felt worse because of these things, and the right has spent billions of dollars on convincing you through advertising and propaganda that it was the fault of Biden and Harris. I get it. But the point of this live is to explain to you how just because something can happen in our country doesn't really mean that the president necessarily caused it, and you have to think deeper about what they could have possibly done to cause it. And when we explore that issue on what Biden and Harris could have possibly done to cause things such as inflation, reduction in savings, increases in debt, etc., we don't see that they could have done anything to cause those. In fact, it has good policy.
Anything to do. So if you're saying that, and we're going to come out with that and educating stuff on that, why don't we talk about the border?
Okay.
Do you want to give us your take on the border and Biden's administration?
Sure. So we all know that there's been a border crisis in our country. That's an undeniable fact. What caused this border crisis was the expiration of Title 42 onset by COVID, which was a total shutdown of the border for about 2 years. We knew that there was going to be an onset of this crisis once it expired. It was natural, normal, and expected. So many people were coming to our southern border because of economic travesties onset in their own country by COVID, similar to that in the U.S., but because their economies were much smaller and significantly worse than that in the U.S., it impacted them to a much larger degree. And then the adequate way that we should distribute responsibility for the crisis to the Biden-Harris administration isn't the fact that it happened, because it was not caused by them. It was how they responded to the crisis. And I think that they responded to the crisis pretty good. They responded to the crisis by attempting to influence bipartisan legislation through the House and the Senate to resolve it.
I think that responding to the crisis was good by shuffling in millions and millions and millions of illegal immigrants and handing them money.
They didn't do that.
Why did Donald Trump call for people in Congress to undermine a bipartisan border bill?
Say that again?
Why did he call people in Congress to undermine a bipartisan border bill?
I didn't hear you again, but I'm not Donald Trump. All I heard was the start of that. I can't answer that. Not being
Why did he call people in Congress to undermine a bipartisan border bill? In the galaxy. Nancy, thank you for the $3. Thank you.
Tammy, thank you for the $20 donation on Venmo. Tammy says, please put this idiot in her place. She's making me angry. Yo, Tammy, I appreciate you for the $20 donation on Venmo. If
Priscilla,
you agree
Maya,
with Tammy,
thank you for the $1.
put some Tammy's down below in that chat. And Christia with the $25 donation on Venmo saying, good evening, how are ya? Christy, I'm doing great. It's been a good day. We'll talk about it later. Show some love to Tan.
Christia, thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Christia. Can we get some W's for Christia in the comment section right now? Thank you so much.
Show some love to Christia. And Mariah with the $2. Kira with a $1. $1. You guys are based. And yeah, okay, I guess we'll just go ahead and slam dunk it with a big gotcha moment. We love those here.
Joshua, think of it $10. I want you to
Katrina,
check Discord.
great. Katrina, I got a question.
I got an answer, maybe.
Do you think that if there was an undocumented migrant that showed up at our southern border with prior felony convictions, he had raped a woman, he had called for a termination of our constitution, and he tried to overthrow our government, that
I
our
do know
border
that there are
patrol should even let him
currently
in?
multiple illegal immigrants.
So maybe I should ask my question, right?
Raping young girls on runs in the middle of the day.
Well, maybe you should let me finish asking my
other
question.
young
Is that okay?
girls. So yeah,
Okay.
they're letting them
All right.
right in. They're not even asking because they don't.
Listen.
I am, yeah. My mom.
Yeah, so you're statistically 2 times more likely to rape a woman or commit a violent crime than an undocumented migrant. Should we deport you?
So here's the thing. That's
Oh, shit! Terrible! Silence! So, should I finish asking my question now?
okay. Sure, go for it.
Thank you. Round of applause. So, if there was migrant that
As
showed
if
up
you
at our
haven't
southern...
interrupted me 7 times since we've been on here. More than that, actually. But
Are
go
you
for
keeping
it.
count? Are you keeping count? Keep tallying it.
I will never interrupt you again. I understand how much it sucks, and I apologize from the deepest of my heart. How could I ever? I am a monster.
You are the
and I
most
own that fact.
ungenuine.
Can't even say it correctly.
Ingenuine.
Disingenuous. And Dean can't even do it, dude. Jesus Christ, man.
Ungenuine. So Katrina, you gotta unmute your mic there. I guess while your mic is muted, I'll ask my question. If a migrant showed up at our southern border at a legal port of entry to come into our country, and they had 34 past felony convictions,
That they all came back not guilty on, mind you.
are you talking about Trump?
Yep.
No, his 34 felony convictions are guilty.
They're all not guilty.
So that's not true, Karina.
Okay. Yes, it is. Look it up. It is true.
If you look up Trump's 34 felony convictions on New York State's website.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean he's not guilty?
So
Girl,
this is
have
like
you lived under a fucking rock? Are you Patrick Star?
Like, this is me in my head right now, but I'm like keeping the composure. So you could actually be convicted and not go to prison because you haven't been sentenced yet. But we shouldn't be like calling in to question the fact that he's been convicted of these felonies, because you can see the conviction form on New York State's website. You could see it on their court website. That's right, Swag. Thank you for the galaxy. Sarah, thank you so much for the $10 donation on PayPal, saying thank you for putting these MAGA idiots in their place. I appreciate you for the love, Sarah. If you agree with Sarah, show her some love. W Sarah in the comments section. And Lonnie with the $10 saying thank you for using your voice for what's important. Don't just show love to Sarah, also show some love to Lonnie. And Elena with a $25 on PayPal. Oh my God, Elena. It means the world to me. That is ALENA. Show love to Elena. Show love to Lonnie, and show love to Sarah. And if you want to show love yourself on Venmo or PayPal, they will both be found in my bio under the V and the P. I get 100% of the proceeds.
Alexa, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much.
And Claire, thank you for the $5 as well. So, Karina, are you leaving or are you doing your thing on Google?
Katrina, Jesus Christ, Dean.
No, she
Kira,
mispronounced
so
Kamala Harris's name, so I'll mispronounce her name. I am petty.
So scared for this country. Okay.
You're scared for this country,
Yes.
girl. You voted for a held liable sexual abuser who bragged about grabbing women by the vagina without
Thank
asking,
God.
and you voted for a guy that restricted women's access to abortion. Thank God they did those things. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, thank God I voted for that person, for Trump.
That is
And
disgusting.
I
What?
thank God that I have the ability
stand
to
behind
vote,
those
and that I was able to go vote for Trump.
You stand
No,
behind those
obviously
things?
I don't stand behind those things.
Kristen,
okay,
thank
then
you
why
for the
did you vote
$30 on Venmo. Everybody spam W Kristen in the chat. That is CHRASTIN. Thank you so much, Kristen. And Barbara with a $50 donation on PayPal for being cool. Holy shit, Barbara. You guys are going crazy today. I want to see 100 billion trillion million W Barbaras and W Christians in the chat. Nothing but love for Barbara and Christian for at least the next 10 minutes. You guys are phenomenal. And another Christian, thank you for the galaxy. And Spice Johan, thank you for the galaxy as well. You guys are going crazy today. Holy shit. On a real note, seriously, thank you guys so much.
Kira, thank you for the dollar. And Emily with the $28. Thank you so much, Emily. I really appreciate the $28. Thank you so much, Emily.
Holy shit, Emily with the $28 as well, saying cooker. W Emily in the chat right now, down below. W Emily, all day, every day. Kristen, Barbara, show them some love. Now, I completely derailed your conversation with Katrina Parker. I would like to take accountability for that. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to put my ass on mute. I'm going to drink my ass.
I honestly don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Okay.
What we were talking about.
Okay, so we'll go back to my question that she never answered. So if there was a migrant that showed up at a legal port of entry at our southern border, Katrina, they had 34 felony convictions, they had raped an American woman, they had sexualized American little girls, and they'd boasted about wanting to, like, I don't know, like remove articles from our Constitution, and they wanted to overthrow our government. Do you think that our Border Patrol should let them into our country?
Why do you think Trump wants to overthrow our government?
We could talk about that, but I'd like you to respond to my question first.
What was the question?
Katrina, if I repeat the question, will you promise me you will listen?
Yes.
Thank you. So my question is, if a migrant showed up at a port of entry at our southern border with 34 prior felony convictions, they had raped an American woman, they had sexualized American little girls, they had threatened to overthrow our democracy and rig an election, and called for the termination of our Constitution, do you think they should be let into our country?
If all of those things are true facts down to the core, not based on media, not based on any outside sources, not based on any BS, then no, obviously not. But it doesn't even matter because no one's checking at the border. Oh, don't interrupt me. It does not matter because no one's checking at the border. No one has any idea who's coming in through the border. Anyone and everyone.
Okay, just more message. Just literally
and
just
they're
more
getting handed money to go do whatever the hell they want.
We'll address the misinformation. We'll address.
And they're the ones that are They're actually graping.
Yeah. So
but you don't even have a civil case determination.
I want to allow you to address all of your misinformation tidbits from your parents and Fox News next. My point is, you're saying
It's not misinformation. Was there not a girl in Florida?
No, what was misinformation was you said that we don't have active border patrol, and I want to go ahead and continue.
Because we don't.
Okay,
because I have multiple. I know.
Then what the fuck is DHS?
Illegal immigrants that talk about how it is down there, and then
okay. So would you
people that have actually
say,
come over the border within the past 4 years?
After I make this point, I want you to address all of this shit next, but my main point was, so you're saying if someone was born in Mexico with the qualifications that I gave you, you don't think they should be let into the country, but if someone's born in New York with the qualifications that I gave you, you think that they should be allowed to run the country. You are full of hate, you are full of prejudice, you are full of misinformation, and you are full of jack shit. Okay? It's a fact. You have been taught to hate. You've been taught to demonize. You've been taught to persecute. You've been taught to oppress. You've been taught to dehumanize. You've been taught to spread misinformation from the bottom of your goddamn soul, because that's what Trump wants you to do, because he knows if you're scared, if he knows if you're angry, if he knows of your hatred, he knows that he has your vote. You are the victim of a crime. But I want to give Parker an opportunity to address every single point of misinformation that you now shut up.
And then
I want to give Parker an opportunity to address every single point.
Just let her
of
respond, and then I'll respond to her.
Okay.
But Jesse, thank you so much for the $30 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Jesse. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jesse. And Barbara with the $50 on PayPal. Thank you so much, Barbara. Can we get some W's for Barbara in the chat as well? Thank you so much, Barbara. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And Eloise, thank you for the $12 and the 21 cents on PayPal, saying lots of love for you and all that you do. Everybody, please show some love to Eloise down below. And Sebastian with a $5 on PayPal, saying put this MAGA to sleep. And Jocelyn with the $8 on PayPal. And Jessica with the $10. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you for your love. Go ahead, Katrina. I hope that you will actually respond to the things that I said instead of ignoring them, pivoting off of them, and just rambling on with more misinformation.
I honestly have no idea what you said. I was so concerned on the fact that I was in mid-sentence and you interrupted me. And what I was saying before was you preach all nice and respectful. Meanwhile, this entire conversation, you've interrupted me numerous amounts of time, muted me when I'm in the middle of saying something that you think actually has any substance behind it. You mute me right away.
Preach. I
And the
think I
entire
need to be held
time you're-
accountable.
Say that again? Like again,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
now,
yeah.
I'm still talking, still mid-sentence, and just I have
behavior is
Argument?
unacceptable.
Can
I
you
have
just give
treated
us
you
an
with
argument?
nothing but respect this entire conversation.
But
I've
the
waited
thing is,
for
is
you
you
to
haven't
I'm,
treated
so,
that
I'm
way.
sorry. I'm sorry. Dean will mute his mic, and I will have a conversation with you. Just go ahead, give us an argument.
What do you want to argue about? What do you mean by an argument? What would you like to give
Like, what
me?
were you trying to argue that you want to make a point of?
I know that Dean is going to mute his mic, but Jesse with the $30 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Jesse. Everybody spam W Jesse down below in the comment section. And Jesse says mute her again. Bam! I appreciate you for the $30 donation on Venmo, Jesse. Everybody show some love to Jesse for the paid mute. Now I'm going to go back on mute and listen. I am a good boy.
Muted me again, so are you gonna mute me again, or are we gonna stop interrupting and stop muting and stop playing this whole game?
Go ahead. Yeah, make a point that you were trying to make.
In terms of what we're
Whatever you were arguing, whatever you'd like to address. If not, I'll bring up an argument. Okay. Would you vote for someone held? Actually, would you let someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman get access to a gun?
if that person is
Thank you for the whale diving and this and that. Thank you for the $5 on PayPal.
oh my god, I cannot do this anymore. Yes.
And thank you for the $5 on PayPal.
Okay. Are we done? We're good? I don't want to start talking for 5.5 seconds and be interrupted, and that's been happening the entire time. And I have really bad ADHD, so yeah, I haven't been able to stay on track because every time you interrupt me, I completely forget what we were even talking about. My mind goes on to a million different other things.
Okay. Would you?
So
would you
I
let
don't even
someone held
remember.
civilly
Again, now here we are, I don't even remember what we were just talking about.
Would you let someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman get access to a gun?
If that person was actually found guilty in court for sexually abusing a woman and spent time in jail, then yes.
No, wait. So if so, prior to them spending time in jail, you'd let them be president, even if they were convicted in a criminal court?
If they were found guilty by law, then no.
Okay, so like in a civil court, if they were held liable unanimously by a jury of 9 people for sexually abusing a woman, would you let them get access to a gun?
I would have to know more about the situation.
Okay, 9 jurors unanimously indicated
I would have to know more
that they forcefully
specifically about that
penetrated a woman's
specific-
vagina against her will.
As I said, I would have to know exactly what we were talking about.
I'm giving you exactly what you're referencing. So held civilly liable unanimously by a jury of 9 people for forcefully penetrating a woman's vagina against her will, right? And you're saying maybe they should be able to get a gun?
Sure.
Really, what if the victim was a child? Held civilly liable of sexually abusing a child, right? Would you let them get access to a gun?
Sure.
Really?
I'm
You'd
just
let-
going off and saying yes to anything right now.
You'd
It
let-
really doesn't matter what anyone says.
No, like what do you actually think? Because like that's a really crazy view. To say that P3DOs that have raped children and been held civilly liable of it should be able to get access to guns. That's
I
pretty
think that
insane.
people that are found again, guilty by law. No, should not be able to get guns.
Held civilly liable. Like I'm giving you a specific example.
I'm saying if they spent time in jail.
Okay,
and
so again, there are P3Os that have raped children that were held civilly liable of sexually abusing children in the context of New York because it's past the statute. They shouldn't be able. They should be able to get access to guns.
Sure.
You think they should be able to?
Jesse, thank you for the $31 on PayPal to mute her again, Karina. Go and say something real quick.
I'm good.
Thank you, Jesse, for the $31 donation. Show Jesse some love down below in the comment section. Zara, thank you so much for the galaxy. W's for Jesse, W's for Zari, and Dario with a $20 donation on Venmo saying, calling out disinformation, exposing the cult of personality. Keep up the great work, Dean. Thank you, Dario, and thank you, Jesse. 1 billion trillion W's for Dario and Jesse down below in the comment section right now for at least the next 5 minutes. You guys are the best, quite frankly. Continue.
I don't know what we were talking about. Not a clue. Sorry, it was the interruption for the 57th time in the past 5 minutes. I really don't know. I have bad ADHD. I said
Okay. I interrupted.
Forgetting what we're talking about.
I interrupted, so it's my burden to like relate what was going on. Right? Parker was specifically asking you if someone was found guilty by a jury to have raped a woman. Do you think they should have access to a gun?
You want to ask it 8 more times? And
I just want to clarify for clerical purposes. Was your answer yes, or was your answer no?
No, yeah, she said that she would let people held civilly liable of sexually abusing children get access to guns.
Just to clarify, Katrina, is that your true position?
No, obviously.
Okay,
it's
so
not
they
my
shouldn't
true
be.
positions. I just have no.
Okay. So just for clerical purposes.
Idiots,
So
it's
Parker,
just like-
here's okay. Shut up. Here's the point where we're.
Don't use slurs. Don't use the R word to the other person that was in here. When you are the most you have been nothing but disrespectful the entire time.
You called me an idiot, and I told you to shut up.
Okay.
You called me an idiot, and I told you to shut up.
After you the entire time, again, have been interrupting me the entire time.
Tammy, thank you so much for the 20.
Okay.
And muting my mic mid-sentence, muting my mic mid when I'm talking about anything.
Seriously, though.
Parker, you got smited while you were reading that donation. I think you may need to read it again.
Oh, I did. I got smited. Yo, Tammy, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Stacy, thank you so much for the $20 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Stacy. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Stacy.
Okay. Katrina, I got a question. Is that fair?
Yeah, sure.
What do you do to a soccer ball?
You kick it.
Bye. Thank you.
Moving on to our next guest, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen. Make sure that we're sharing out this live with a couple friends too. All right. The stream today so far is just going phenomenal. For the 10,000 people in here, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that follow button. Follow Parker as well. We do these lives every single day, baby. And then additionally, if you want to support me, if you want to support Parker, if you want to donate to us, our Venmos and our PayPals, our Cash Apps are all in the bio. If you click on, my profile picture in the top left-hand corner, you will see my bio. It will say VNP, then at Dean Withers without the E. And we get 100% of the proceeds on those platforms that go directly to us, as well as you could attach your name, as well as a message, and we could read it off and give you a shout out on live. But we got our next guest loading up into the box right now, so everybody do just give us a minute. Elizabeth, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, saying my cheeks are about to get clapped. What the fuck does that mean? Is that a threat? And Monet, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. And Lillian, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I do appreciate you guys. And Stacy, thank you so much for the $20 on PayPal. Everybody, please show some love to Stacy down below in the comment section while we're getting our next guest up here. That is incredibly generous of you, Stacy, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, Stacy, for the $20 donation. Now, please go ahead and comment MAGA in the comment section if you voted for Trump and you want to come up here and you're ready and willing to debate. It does typically kind of take us a minute to get these debates underway, and that is just an easy way to kind of bypass a lot of those troubles. Breen, I do appreciate you for the hand art. So we got our next guest loading in right now. Let's go and get Mr. Eric up in here from the chat. He's loading in. Hello, Eric. How old are you?
18.
And what year were you born in? That's fine, Eric. You're a fetus. You tried your best. I don't fault you. You weren't prepared to give a birth year, but you were prepared to lie about the age. I will give that to you. We got our next guest loading in here right now. No fetuses. No fetus. No fetus. Bad fetus. Very bad fetus. Very bad fetus. Moving on. Here we go. All right. Continue to spam MAGA, by the way. Okay, just keep it up.
Aaron, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much for keep blessing these soft heads with your knowledge. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Aaron. Thank you so much.
Here we go. Our next guest is loading in right now, you guys. Hello, Lyron. Did you vote for Trump?
I had just like one quick question for the.
That means nope. We're just looking for people
Grace,
that voted
did
for
you
Trump.
vote Trump?
Hello. I just want to say why you think it's.
That means nope. Moving on to our next guest. I apologize for kicking you guys. I feel like please, you guys. I don't like kicking people like that. It actually makes me feel bad, and I'll just like politely ask you guys to not join in the queue unless you voted for Trump, because then I will have to do that less. And like I really hate doing that. We got our next guest loading in right now, everybody. So do just give us a minute. Someone in the comment section says, "Dean, stop lying. You like it?" No, I actually don't. I don't like it. Like, you know, I don't like it. Moving on to our next guest here, you guys. Everybody just give us a minute. Reagan, please join. Reagan, who just commented liberals for Trump, please join.
That's so cringe.
Well, their bio says they're from Oklahoma, so it honestly checks out if you ask me. But we're going to get our next guest up in here as we speak. Continue to spam MAG if you want to come up. Let's see what we got here. Joy, please join. Please join, Joy. I'm like literally begging you guys to join, man.
Dude.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 16.
You're a fetus, get out. Reagan, hello.
Hey, hi.
So you're a liberal that voted for Trump?
No, I'm Republican.
Okay. Do you want to tell me why you voted for Trump? Is that a fair question?
Wait, can I just ask a question first? I'm sorry. This is mainly why I wanted to join up.
Yeah, after one moment. Christian, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. And then Anonymous, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal. Everybody, please show some love to Anonymous down below in the comment section right now. It means the world. Thank you so much, Anonymous. And Jalen, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. And Sonia with a $10 on Venmo. And Rainey with a $5 on Venmo. Sonia says, thank you for doing the Lord's work. And Rainey says, after I started listening to you every day, my fiance went from an undecided voter to Kamala Harris supporter. Rainey, that is awesome to hear. Super base. Thank you so much for your support.
Stella, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate it, Stella.
And she like I was gonna let her ask her question, but that's not what happened. Okay. Zach, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
You just said in the comment section that I'm avoiding you. How pompous and fucking arrogant do you have to be to genuinely believe that I was avoiding you, one of the 10.1 thousand people watching the stream?
100%. Super fucking arrogant, as you can tell. But let's get to the conversation.
Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
And why is that?
Because I think he's heralding the progressive revolution that I would hope that you guys would stop obstructing.
So Trump for progressivism?
Trump for actual systemic change.
Well, I mean, I would say that no, he is absolutely rooted in conservatism. I mean, this is shown given his more traditional beliefs, wanting to hold towards a more conservative Supreme Court, give more rights to the states, regressing back to like Reaganomics, same thing with other like social change, putting the God back in school, Bibles in school, Christian nation. And as like it is a true dichotomy, conservatism or progressivism, and those two things are opposite of one another. I don't think that you could possibly.
Dean, you're
apply
just
the label
forgetting that it's
progressivism to
progressive to be held civilly liable of sexually abusing women and to like brag about, you know, walking into their changing rooms without their consent.
Red herring. Red herring. Yeah, stop the progress because he did things. Which, by the way, Joe Biden is literally. 1 second. Joe Biden was literally accused of digitally penetrating a woman in 1993 in the Capitol building.
So we're talking about held civilly liable. So Joe Biden wasn't the candidate. So we're talking about held civilly liable. Also, Joe Biden wasn't the candidate. And then, as it relates to this, what particular types of progression are you saying
Also, you're talking about Tara
voting
Reid.
for a guy that was held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman?
Also, Tara Reid accused Joe Biden of that in 1993. She couldn't hold a consistent story. Her lawyer dropped her as a client, and then she fled to Russia and joined a misinformation campaign. But now please do respond to Parker's question.
Yeah, and Reid Hoffman funded Jade Carroll's thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
Gene Carroll. Yeah, and by the way, I personally know one of
a consistent dialogue about her thing either. I mean, this is just.
I personally know one of
on the other
Reid
side
Hoffman's.
of the
I personally know one of Reid Hoffman's undermen that specifically worked on that case where he did help fund E. Jean Carroll to bring litigation against Donald Trump. He was a great guy. I met him and talked to him, and the reason that he did that was to literally help a true American patriot inform the most people as possible on exactly who they supported, exactly who they voted for, and exactly who is our president. Reid Hoffman doing that was an act of genuine public service, and we should all be thankful for him.
Okay. So let's assume, by the way, that you're right. Let's assume that he did the thing that he was accused of doing. So I would go to a base premise that I have on politics because I grew up in the Clinton era, which is that I don't think that if you compare Clinton, a deeply sexually immoral human being, with George W. Bush, who went to bed every night with his longtime wife at 9 o'clock, I don't think that you could argue that George W. Bush, because of his better sexual morality, was somehow a better president. He wasn't. John F. Kennedy was a better president than a whole bunch of.
Wait, are you comparing like sexual assault to adultery?
If you're not aware of the various sexual assault accusations against Bill.
Yeah, Bill Clinton was a bad guy.
Yeah, wait, do you understand that there's a civil liability case with Trump, right?
Again,
Do you accept the civil liability case in typical?
The degree in which political witch hunts go in terms of the legal system is literally just a question of will and money and political desire. It has nothing to do with the facts of the case, as we know, because there's
even though Trump's a multi-billionaire.
People who get railroaded every single day about things that they didn't do in court. This idea that you are going to have some sort of like high horse.
Wait, you said that money was an advantage, but Trump is the one who's a multi-billionaire, and E. Jean Carroll does not have billions of dollars. I don't know what you're talking about.
Reid Hoffman.
Yeah.
Right. Did she get billions of dollars from Reid Hoffman?
You'd have billions of dollars to run $1 billion campaign.
Did you know that Trump actually has a higher net worth than Reid Hoffman?
Again, it doesn't really make any difference at that amount of money.
It does. Wait, you just argued that the reason why there was a distinction was the money, and now there's not a distinction off of the money. So which is it? Tell me.
When you're in the billions of dollars, there's no distinction as to how much.
So then why'd you bring that up as a distinction then, Zach?
Money makes a distinction between someone who has no money and someone who is a billionaire.
You're talking about someone who's a billionaire being held civilly liable of sexual abuse.
Between two billionaires,
they both had probably the same amount of funding. They realistically, E. Jean Carroll and Donald Trump had similar amounts of funding.
Yeah. So then, are you arguing that money is a distinction, or it's not a distinction here, then, Zach?
Between two billionaires, it's not a distinction.
Okay. So then, why'd you bring it up as the basis of why you don't accept the case?
No. What I'm saying is that the legal system responds to money. I was making a broader statement.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? What's one piece of evidence within the E. Jean Carroll case that you dispute?
I mean, it's not. First off, I just listened to her talk with Leeds in a cabin for like 2 hours the other day. And if you have actually ever heard her discuss this situation and heard her discuss Trump,
I'm asking. Wait, what's the piece of evidence?
I think you'd be a little less convinced.
What is the piece of evidence you dispute, Zach? That was a nice way of not answering the question.
Yeah, my belief on sexual assault charges is the only reason you should ever doubt a woman is if there is a clear benefit to be had from the accusation. That's the only thing. And I would say,
what is the piece of evidence you dispute?
Piece of evidence.
That's a bad framework.
I dispute the sort of surety by which you discuss the case when she couldn't have any sort of surety about almost any detail related to the case.
Wait, can I just
wait? So Reid Hoffman. So by the way, Reid Hoffman funded the case. Are you saying that Reid Hoffman funded the case to make money?
No, I think.
What did she have to gain?
No, Reid Hoffman is the largest Democratic donor in the tech world, and I think he funded a case against Donald Trump to keep him from being a viable political opponent, which is
So why did she do this?
Again, I don't really want to get into E. Jean Carroll because the whole
Hannah,
point
these are $4. Thank you so
is a
much.
detail that takes us away from the actual issue here.
Oh, no, the actual issue being that you voted for a guy held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman who constantly degrades women, brags about walking into changing rooms with naked teenage girls because he quote unquote owns a place, said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. So you can just remove yourself from the impact of this because you just remove yourself from things that negatively impact women. That's what you're doing. You're not taking into account things that negatively impact women, and you're like, oh, because it doesn't negatively impact me, it's not as big of a deal. And I can vote for someone who's done these things that to degrade women, engage in violence towards women, because it doesn't impact me. Now, that's a disgusting thing to say.
Dean.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to respond to that. He doesn't want to respond to that.
No, listen. I'll talk. I can respond to you if you want me to respond to you.
It's up to Zach. It's up to you. If you want to respond to Parker and then I could speak, go for it. I understand.
Just quickly, because I want to hear out what you want to say, and I'll respond to it without sort of like losing.
He's going to use it to not respond to what I'm saying.
No. I don't think. I think that even if you're 100% right, and even if it is damaging to women that he's the deeply imperfect rapper that we have for this revolution, I still don't think that the harm outweighs the possible.
So promoting grape culture and removing women's access to abortion and bragging about cheating or sexually assaulting women and walking into their changing rooms, that is just not enough harm, is what you're saying.
I think
what more harm would you think is going to be caused otherwise?
I think it's a bipartisan quality of men that needs to be dealt with. I just don't think it has necessarily.
Are you saying you have the same qualities as Trump?
No, what I'm saying is
so it's not a bipartisan thing. I don't have those same qualities. Dean doesn't have those same qualities, right? Kamala Harris doesn't have those same qualities. What about Kamala Harris was so bad that Donald Trump specifically, and despite all of these things that we just mentioned about him, is a better candidate?
Now I'm done with this conversation. Harry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What?
I've made my point, which is that I don't think it's the issue worth discussing. I want to discuss something else. I assume Harry has something, or Dean has something else to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. But before I do, I'd like to thank Ariana. Holy crap. Ariana, thank you so much for the $100 on Venmo. That is insane. Thank you so much, Ariana. Ariana says, I love watching your stuff. You've inspired me to become more informed about politics. Ariana, that is so incredibly kind of you. And I really appreciate you. Please show some love to Ariana down below in the comment section. I want to see at least 1,000 W's. $100 donation is fucking insane. I do not deserve that, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much, Ariana. But yeah, so I wanted to say something. Like I think that like when we are like weighing presidential candidates, we do weigh how much harm they're going to cause compared to how much good they're going to cause, and if that balance makes sense. Like for instance, I did this in the last election with Kamala Harris and the harm that she caused in Palestine, right? And I weighed that against how I think that Donald Trump will cause more harm to Palestine. So overall, it makes sense to vote for Kamala Harris within that regard. And I hear the argument that you're making. You're saying, well, even if Donald Trump did grape E. Jean Carroll, and even if that will cause harm through grape culture, you still ultimately think that the good outweighs the bad. But I'm not so sure that any person that could sit in the executive branch of our government could outweigh that bad. The harm caused by the emboldening of grape culture, by removing social consequences for grapists, limiting their opportunity to scale and grow and to be successful, and then actively rewarding those actions by voting them into the Oval Office, is a level of harm that I don't think that you as a man could like really understand. But I want to give you an opportunity at least. This means that you think that you will see great outcomes of a Trump presidency that will promote a very high level of good for America. So explain to us what you think Trump will do that will be good for our country.
So first I want to explain how I got, because I'm two-time Obama voter, Hillary voter, Bernie voter, who strongly supports this movement because I think that it aligns with what we sort of all have wanted as progressives, which is deep systemic change. I think that the people...
I want to hear your argument, man. I want to hear you out.
Yeah. So in 2016, I had a very clear thesis about Donald Trump, which is that he was a lifetime Democrat who we self-righteously left alone with the worst far-right ideologues in the room. And because of that, we suffer. We suffer because instead of, kissing the ring and playing realpolitik, we decided to leave him alone with the worst people in the room. And so we got 3 far-right judges, right? And so Roe versus Wade happened. So I actually think that the damage comes from not playing realpolitik and instead self-righteously.
He wants us to kiss the ring of Donald Trump. That's disgusting, dude.
I know. It really is, but you're not answering my question, man.
He's not telling us what's so bad on the side of the left.
No, first off, I can do both. I can tell you what I think is the benefits that are coming, and I can tell you what I think is really dangerous on the left.
Yeah, I want to know the benefits that are coming from a Trump presidency. And Abigail, thank you for the $15 on Venmo. Abigail says, thank you and Parker for being the voices of our generations. I appreciate you so much for the love, Abigail. Everybody, please show some love to Abigail down
Stephanie,
below.
thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. Sarah, thank you for the $10. Hannah, thank you for the $4. And Stella, thank you for the $3.
And then also,
thank you.
for you to say that Trump was a Democrat in 2016 is laughable. He was actively perpetuating the birther myth against Barack Obama, as well as standing against a presidency in 2010, right? But I want to know what
also,
he's going to do that's going to be good for
was
America.
best friends with Chelsea Clinton. He's a New York City. And New York City Democrats have varying, levels of liberalism. But the truth is that he'd spent his entire life around Democrats, in Democratic culture, around gay people, around black people. This is not a country bumpkin from Idaho who suddenly
called all black people lazy in 1991, affirmed that something he said in 1997, called for the death penalty for the exonerated Central Park Five,
which everyone who thought that they were guilty of the crime that they had been accused of would have said a very similar thing.
He did this during the presidential debates in 2015, 10 years after they were exonerated.
It's 100% correct that he was wrong in that instance. 100% correct that he was wrong in that instance. I think he would even say that.
No, he won it. He was asked about it in 2015, and guess what he said? He said they were guilty 10 years after the exoneration.
I want to hear from him, what's so bad about Kamala Harris that exceeds the bad things that we've recognized here with Trump.
So you guys know what's happening in London over the last couple of years, right? Or in England, right? So, people are being literally knock on the door, arrested at night for posts on social media.
Push the galaxy.
Yeah,
so much.
yeah.
What does that have to do with Kamala Harris?
I think that is the clear move towards the fascism that I think the Democratic Party was moving in.
What, dude, wait, so you think that out of the candidates, the one who's more likely to meet the conditions for fascism is Kamala Harris over Donald Trump?
Oh my God.
I think generally fascism doesn't happen when someone's so charming that we make them king. It happens when one side identifies an evil that is so pernicious that we can use undemocratic means.
You use an example.
Yeah, like how Donald Trump advocated to put people in prison for a year for burning the American flag.
Exactly. You used an example of imprisoning people in the UK for free speech and saying that is the direction of fascism that the left is moving towards.
And then Donald Trump's
now.
the one that supports that, and Kamala Harris has shown no support. Give me one example of Kamala Harris doing that.
Yeah, but then Donald Trump literally supports imprisoning people for freedom of expression.
No, that's not at all.
The Supreme Court disagrees.
I'll literally play the video of him saying that. Don't fucking.
So you're saying
gaslight me. He absolutely said that. I'll play it right now.
For just saying something he disagrees with, you should go to jail.
No, he reaffirmed on countless occasions that specifically, if you burn the American flag, you should be sent to prison for a year. That's what he said explicitly.
So that's fine. That's a fair take for someone to have.
No, it's not, because it's unconstitutional and violates our First Amendment. Do you understand that the Supreme Court ruled in the 1970s? Do you understand that the Supreme Court ruled in the 1970s that burning the American flag is protected under the First Amendment right to freedom of expression? And if you care about silencing people's voices, if you care about silencing people's expressions, and that's literally what you label as fascism current day in the UK, how can you then turn around and say, well, it's a fair take just because Donald Trump is now calling for it? Your issue is not that the left is genuinely advocating for fascism. Your issue is that this is something that we most predominantly see on the right, when we could give you a crystal clear example of Donald Trump advocating for something that is identical to what the UK is doing that you called fascist, but just because it's Donald Trump, you say it's a fair take. It makes no goddamn sense.
First off, I don't think that's necessarily. I don't think that writing a post on social media is the same as burning the symbol of the country that you live in. I don't think
it is under the eyes of the law, under the eyes of our Constitution, under the eyes of expression of feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. It is.
Listen, I agree. I don't believe it's. I don't think that anyone should go to jail for burning a flag. I'm all for the ability to burn a flag. Now, you mentioned the Supreme Court. You don't agree with Dobbs. You agree with that 1970s case. You don't agree with Dobbs. So just
I think that someone can make an. I think that someone can make an argument. I think that someone can make an argument that Dobbs, in accordance with the interpretation from the Supreme Court, is valid. That does not contend with the fact that federal protections are the most moral consideration of human rights, and anything in which would infringe upon that is by virtue immoral. Right? It absolutely is the case that access to abortion should be federally protected. And I absolutely think that there is a viable argument that a conservative court, right, would make an incorrect judgment, but even if the judgment is correct, that wouldn't change that we should have federal protections.
So I'm very pro-choice. I think it's a really simple thing. I think we've already delineated it in this country that we care more about bodily autonomy than we do life. We'll allow you to let little Timmy die in the hospital bed next to you, even if you have the blood or the spleen or the marrow or whatever it is in your body that could save him. We will tell you you're under no obligation to save.
No, my position on abortion is that okay. So my position on abortion,
position sentience.
Yeah, is that it's
That's
not
my position. That's not my position. I believe in choice for another reason. I think that we have prioritized bodily autonomy.
Zach, well then I have a question.
Okay.
Do you think that a parent should be?
Wait, he's pro-choice, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking him. Do you think that a parent specifically, like say they were in like the woods, right? Should they be like obligated to provide resources for their child, or should they be allowed to let them starve?
Obligated to provide. So what do you mean? Meaning that
Are they like would it be immoral if they did not provide resources to the child and just let it starve?
It would certainly be immoral.
Okay. That's all I was arguing. So that isn't so morally speaking, you don't hold that. You're saying just legally?
No, I'm saying that there's a very clear legal precedent for why we should be pro-choice in this country. I don't think it has to do with morals. And in fact, I think the left's insistence on the moral superiority of their argument is the stupid way out, because it's not. It's not a morally superior argument.
I don't know what you're even arguing. You
I
don't
don't
even know what you're arguing. You don't even know the distinction between
is the morally superior argument.
You didn't even know what your moral or ethical view is, right? What is the basis for value?
What do you mean?
Zach, have you even thought about abortion? What is the basis for value for human beings?
I have been the other side of an abortion or two in my life. And so I'm very aware of the reality of what that situation looks like, and the reality of.
I'm asking what the value is for human beings. Can you answer the question? What determines value?
The value of abortion?
No, what determines the value of human beings?
Oh, I think that's a big philosophical question. I don't think we can answer that here.
Okay, so you don't know?
I'm willing to just accept that Zach is pro-choice, even though he probably has no fucking reason to be. I'm just happy that he is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy you're pro-choice, but I'm just saying you don't have any reason.
I told you I'm pro-choice because I don't think that we should tell, like, if you're in a hospital bed next to little Timmy, I don't think we should force you to save his life, right?
Yeah, you're just bodily autonomy. That's fine. I mean, Parker, if you personally like want to challenge him on that, feel free. But like, I am
no,
okay.
it's because he's arguing that like it's like not good to say that like there's like a morally good position that's pro-choice.
Oh, that's contestable.
You can make the argument. This is what I've always said about Republicans: is they shouldn't even be discussing abortion until they've fixed maternal health care and family leave and the foster system.
Wait, so then what's
you
more?
fucking
Then what's
voted
more?
for Trump, dude. I don't take that seriously when you voted for Trump. I don't do it.
You understand that Donald Trump overturned.
Ridiculous.
You understand that Donald Trump overturned Roe v. Wade, that directly resulted in 1 out of every 3 women not having access to elective abortions.
Well, first off, if you remember my initial,
do you mind if I finish?
Of course. Sorry.
So you understand that Donald Trump overturning Roe v. Wade has resulted in 1 out of 3 women in our country not having elective access to abortion, and 22 rape victims being denied access to abortion every single day. In this last election cycle, Kamala Harris campaigned on wanting to codify federal protections through congressional legislation. Meanwhile, Donald Trump upheld that he thought that it should belong at the state level. In other words, if you are pro-choice and you believe that the Republican platform has it wrong on the issue, what is more important than Kamala Harris codifying those federal protections, ensuring that 22 rape victims per day are not denied access to abortion?
Because I don't think it. I think it's perfectly fine. First off, it's already been decided. The idea that you guys lied to a bunch of women and said that you could change the past.
It's not changing the past. It's passing new legislation. No one was going to overturn the Dobbs decision.
You wanted to change the past. You wanted to overturn Dobbs with a precedent.
No, that's what did I just?
Does Trump want maternal health care?
Could you answer that next? What did I just say, Zach?
I'm not 100%.
Because you weren't listening to what I said. Because you weren't listening to what I said. I said that Kamala Harris did not want to overturn the Dobbs decision. She wanted to pass congressional legislation. But now you can answer Parker's question.
I understand that's
I just can't believe that you would posit such an idiotic take after I just clarified that was wrong.
I think what you're saying is that you want legislation passed that would have stood in opposition to the Dobbs decision.
No, it's not in opposition to the Dobbs decision. Incorrect. The Dobbs decision, right, didn't rule that the issue of abortion should be left up to the states. The Dobbs decision ruled that it should be left up to the people and their representatives, regardless if that's at the state or federal level. Right. So in accordance with the Dobbs decision, congressional legislation can be passed to federally protect it.
Okay. So pro-choice, I disagree that pulling on women's heartstrings after you failed to sort of like immortalize federal protection for abortion over many, many years, the Democrats just continued to use it as a little thing to get women to show up to vote. I think that was immoral. I think that this standing that you guys are suddenly wanting to change it this time is a little disingenuous. And I think it's also a red herring because that's not what I want to discuss. And I don't.
Okay. Well, first of all, no, it's
That's
not.
not what a red herring is.
And then for you to say that there's no difference between a precedent of ensuring and enshrining a woman's access to abortion, comparing to when it was federally protected, and the Democrat platform didn't have a majority support for the pro-choice movement, and now when there's no federal protections and virtually all Democrats agree that it should be federally protected, is absolutely fucking insane. And then no, it's not a red herring because I asked you a very specific question. If Kamala Harris were to pass that policy and ensure all women's access to abortion, 22 rape victims would not be denied access to abortion every single day like clockwork. All that I asked you is to name a more important issue that Donald Trump would have addressed than Kamala Harris ensuring access to abortion for all women.
Do you say 22 every day?
Every single day. Since Roe v. Wade was overturned, 65,000 rape victims have been denied access to abortion. That is 22,000 rape victims per year. That is, and that is about 22.
But you understand how that they come up with that statistic, right?
Yeah, that's pulling from CDC and Planned Parenthood info.
Yeah, no. That statistic.
I know the study that I'm referencing.
The number of people that have been sexually assaulted, and then they delineate the amount of people that they think are in states where they don't have abortion bans, and then they take the total number of people who've been sexually assaulted every year. They divide it by the seconds. They add it to the thing. It's not.
No, this is coming from Planned Parenthood and CDC info.
Again, if Planned Parenthood says it, that's okay for them to come up with a bunch of different ways of distorting the statistics. But I'm telling you, that's how they came up with that statistic. It's not because every single day there's.
Okay, so you obviously know my source.
I can't get an AB.
So what's my source?
Again, if Planned Parenthood is your source...
No, Zach, go ahead and tell me. No, I'm referencing a very specific study that was used to challenge legal precedent set, right, for exclusions of rape victims from having access to abortion. What study am I referencing?
I don't know what study you're referencing. I just know studies. I understand how
Thank you. So then how could you sit here and say that my data is wrong and that it is using incorrect methodology, but meanwhile, you don't even know the study that I'm referencing?
Because there haven't been 22 women who've shown up at hospitals and been turned away for ABs based on the cause of their pregnancy.
There has.
Since Roe versus Wade. That's incorrect. What they're doing is they're taking one statistic, which is sexual assault cases in America.
I want you to justify that first premise. I suggest that it's wrong.
The point is that those women who got assaulted, right, who were pregnant, who wanted to get access to abortions or didn't want to get access to abortion, didn't have the right. So you can say not every single one of them that wanted an abortion specifically was qualified under that statistic, but every single one of those women do not have the right to choose.
So every single state, one second, every single state currently today has leniency for the three exceptions. No. So it is also disingenuous to say that they aren't getting care, because some aren't, especially when it comes to life of the mother, which, by the way, the total amount of
10 states have abortion banned outright.
No.
Yes.
I mean, again, listen, what I want to say is that if women care about this, we should actually go through the democratic process. And
if women care about this, is crazy.
This is just democracy, even though it's not.
What do you mean? What do you mean if women care about this?
What I'm saying is that if women care about this so much, then they should show it by working within the democratic system in the states that it needs working on to make it happen. Like these things.
You don't think women have done that when men have sat there and voted against it time and time again, like you? How can you fucking sit there and be like, oh, women are the ones that have to be doing this in all these states when you're the fucking man that literally voted against it on the federal level? What are you talking about? Who'd you vote for on the state level? Did you vote for Republicans or did you vote for Democrats?
I have a fantastic Democrat. I'm in the Hudson Valley in New York.
Yeah, but for some reason, Kamala Harris isn't a fantastic Democrat. What's different with Kamala Harris?
She was first off.
Wait. Who is your Democrat? Are they like a white man?
I thought it was a little ridiculous that we had someone coronated. And then secondly, because I thought RFK would have been a much better Democratic president.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yo, Zach, can you tell me who was your representative that you think is so good who's a Democrat?
Molinaro.
Okay. Well, what's their first name?
What's his name? I don't remember his first name.
You don't remember their first name yet they're so good?
I don't care if I'm being fully honest. Like I voted for.
You don't care. Mark Molinaro?
So yeah, we haven't been able to have a conversation.
Shelly, thank you so much
Are
for
you
the
talking
$10
about
on
Mark
PayPal.
Molinaro?
I appreciate you for the love, Shelly. Everybody, please show some love to Shelly down below in that comment section, literally right now. I appreciate you so much, Shelly.
Are you
are
referencing
phenomenal.
Mark Molinaro?
Yeah.
You are? So surprise, surprise. We're seemingly referencing a white man?
I'm sorry. Did I?
So he's like it's okay if they're a white man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'll vote. He's like, I'll vote for a white man, but Kamala Harris, no, she's for some reason not a good Democrat, but this guy is.
I generally believe that you can know more about someone's effectiveness the closer you are to their actual.
You know what he still hasn't told us? One good thing that Trump's going to do. He still hasn't told us.
I haven't really been given that option. Because
I gave it to you twice. Parker gave it to you once. I keep track.
Okay. Well, if you'd like me to talk about what I think Trump is going to do that's positive, we can talk about some of the things. Have you guys watched his policy videos?
Yeah.
And you disagree with everything that's in those policy videos?
I disagree with majority. Just what's a good positive impact that you think a Trump term will have in America? Please.
Okay, so I think
please give me a policy.
Sure. I think it's fantastic if we make it illegal to go from Congress to being a lobbyist. I think it would be great if we made it illegal to go from a regulatory.
Yeah, Denise, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you so much, Denise. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
How about you should make it illegal from going from a violent sexual abuser to presidency of the United States?
And I think we agree on these things.
But Zach, those are inconsequential. What's something big picture here?
Inconsequential. Those are everything.
That is absolutely inconsequential towards ensuring that great victims have access to abortion on the federal level. That is absolutely inconsequential compared to investing $2.4 trillion into funding tax cuts for the average American to give them more purchasing power than they have today, and to vote against Trump and his tariffs that will increase the price of your gasoline by upwards of 40 to 70 cents per gallon. That is absolutely inconsequential compared to Trump isolating us from foreign leaders in the EU and growing close into foreign dictators like Putin by offering Ukraine the same solution that they are. No, we want something grandeur here. We want something big picture. Just saying that he once referenced how he might want to make it illegal to go from being a congressman or woman to being a lobbyist does not compare in the grand scheme of things to the things in which we are discussing here.
Do you not think that corporate capture of our system is sort of the base level problem, the literal base level problem that we have in this country?
It is one of the issues, and that's why I'd advocate, right, for like an anti-corruption bill that both Republicans and Democrats vehemently stand against.
Can I make another point? Also, Molinaro is a Republican.
Like, Zach, you don't have any substance here, man. I'm bringing up these points, you can't refute them, and you don't really have much to say. So, I mean, let me ask you a question. If I want to give you the mic one last time before we move on to our next guest, Jill, here. What is one thing that Donald Trump is going to do great for America that is consequential and compares to any of the great things that I brought up?
I think if all that happens is we take cancer-causing petroleum-based dyes out of our kids' cereal, that would be a pretty big win.
All right, Zach. Yeah, we just got a nut. Okay. All right. What is
hey,
up, Jill?
Deanie boy.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
How old are you?
None of your business.
Minor?
No.
What year did you graduate high school?
I don't remember.
What?
Man, let me get my talking point, okay? So why?
I don't think they're a minor. I actually really don't think they are, Dean, by the way. I think they're old enough, but...
No,
like,
I actually think that they were like a young boy. I think that they were like a 14-year-old boy.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I
What?
defend that. I defend that position. Oh, a lot of people agree with me. Hello, CJ. Did you vote for Trump? LCJ! Moving on to our next guest. All right, guys. While we're getting our next guest up on the stream, make sure that we are double tapping
Clarice, thank you so much. I appreciate the dollar. Thank you.
Thank you for the glowing jellyfish, Janon. And as well as if you'd like to support me, if you'd like to support Parker, our Venmos, our PayPals, our Cash Apps, they are in our bios. 100% of the proceeds on those platforms go directly to us. All right. And it's under the VNP. Just click on the profile picture. You'll see the VNP at Dean Withers without the E. And your name as well as an attached message will pop up at the top of our phone screens where we could read your donation aloud. And yeah, it greatly supports us and we appreciate you guys for the love. And we have our next guest loading in right now. Hello, John. You said that I'm not that smart. I think I'm pretty intelligent, John.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty intelligent.
Dean, you're wrong, buddy. You're fucking not intelligent at all, buddy.
As far as politics go, I think you're very smart too. You know,
Dude, you literally, the reason I
brought.
brought you up is because you said, Dean, you're not that smart.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I was just trying to get your attention.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
You folded sub 10 seconds. You know what, John? Listen, I'm just going to put you back down in the chat because you folded so quick. I want someone...
Fuck, dude? How'd you fold like that, man?
Yeah, like, dude, I want someone that's going to give me some adversary. I want someone that's going to give me a challenge. And it's not even anything about you, John. Like, you made the correct determination. I'm not mad at you. I'm not angry at you. I'm not upset with you. I'm just going to choose to move on to our next guest, right? Because I want someone that's going to give me a little bit of a challenge, right? And the very quick fold is astonishing. I'm just disappointed. That's all. Lexi, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, saying watching live right now. W's for Lexi down below. Hello, Hazan. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Lily, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you.
Okay. Question. Why the hell did you make such a bad decision?
First of all, Donald Trump is the savior of this country.
Are you trolling?
That's my first point.
I don't think he's trolling.
So how is he?
First, he's going to close the border, and he's not going to allow all the undocumented migrants
Okay,
entering the country.
what is he going to do to close the border?
He's going to strengthen the border security.
How?
How so?
And how?
Yeah, like that's a goal. What's the plan to achieve the goal?
All right, so I'm going to say this. We have the no borders are.
We're waiting, buddy.
And at this point that I would really like to make,
dude, you're just giving us talking points. Give us the plan to achieve the goal.
Yes.
Close border. Because I'm going to be honest. Let me just give you kind of my rehash. Let me one moment.
I believe the Democratic Party.
One moment. Let me give you one moment. Please, sir, give me one moment. Okay, I just want to give you my thoughts here. So I'm pretty sure that Trump gets on the microphone at the press conference, at the rally, at Mar-a-Lago, wherever the hell, and he says, we're going to close the border. It's going to be stronger than it ever has been before because border czar Kamala Harris opened the border for all of the undocumented migrants to come into our country. And then he will say that at like 25 rallies. Okay, for 3 years straight.
What? No.
And then, one moment, and then you'll just believe it. Like, you don't question it. You don't question how. You don't question why. You don't question how things are. You don't question exactly what he'll do. But you will literally just believe it because he's said it so many times, and then unironically tell Parker and Dean that he's the fucking savior of the country in front of nearly 10,000 people. You're brainwashed, and you could prove us wrong by simply giving us Trump's actual plan.
My bad. I was muted on accident. I apologize. My question for both of you are: so how did Trump win? He won the majority of the vote, which means
people attributed inflation to the incumbent president.
Yeah, people are just like you.
This was my point before I was muted. I don't know how I was muted, but we were with a Democratic presidency for over 4 years.
Pivot.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have done nothing for this country. Prices are at its highest ever since Kamala and Joe have stepped in office.
Okay, did you know that prices under Trump's admin were highest the day he left office? Because like, regardless of how like how well functioning an economy is, inflation will always continue to persist. So we would expect prices to historically get more, right? And then also, you said that they've done nothing for the country. Let me just ask you a quick yes or no question. You could be very blunt and short with it. During Trump's first term, do you think that he did a lot?
Yes, I do think he did a lot. Yes.
Okay, so let's play a game. You think Trump did a lot, and you think that Biden and Harris did nothing. So we're going to go ban for fucking ban, little bro. And what I mean by that is I'm going to name a piece of monumental policy they influenced to get passed, what it was and how it benefited America, and then you're going to do the same for Trump under his first game. Would you say that this is a fair game to play?
No, I would not say.
Why not?
Game to play.
Why is this not a fair game? You are saying Trump. Now, let me just reiterate. You're saying that Trump did a lot.
Because all he did was golf.
And you're saying that Biden and Harris did nothing. So I want you to fucking be an alpha male. And I want you to dude. No. This is like literally this is literally like saying I'm a millionaire, you're broke, and then the broke guy's like, all right, little bro, let's go ban for fucking ban. And then you're like, no.
Christina, thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo. Thank you so much.
Like I said,
don't use that as an opportunity to interrupt me. You're saying Trump did a lot, Biden and Harris did nothing. We're going to go ban for fucking ban with monumental policy. I'll go first. Biden and Harris PACT Act. The PACT Act was a piece of legislation that they influenced to get passed through Congress that invested $800 million into expanding VA healthcare benefits. Okay. Right. And this opened up veterans healthcare to over 1 million new veterans who were affected by more things that weren't previously covered, such as toxic burn pits overseas. Okay. Your turn.
Trump is the savior of the country. Like I said, whatever you said, sir. I'm sorry to tell you, but I was not really listening to that. But I know one thing.
We're gonna just skip to round 2. I put a ban down, you put nothing down, I'll put another one down. They influenced the infrastructure bill. The infrastructure bill was a $1 trillion bill that Trump promised for his first 4 years, never got done, then Biden got done in the first year of his presidency. All right. This invested $1 trillion into local communities across the U.S. to renew their infrastructure by creating new construction jobs, which ultimately led to spurred economies and communities across our country. Your turn.
All right. My one question is, how can you change?
Put your pan down. Name a Trump policy. You could address anything next.
Okay,
but we're
Trump.
our game.
My strongest stance with Trump is his immigration policies.
What? Okay, sure. You can name an immigration policy that he passed during his first year, and that could be you putting your ban down. That's fine. So name it. Alejandro, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate you.
I'll say this. He's going to close our borders. And
we're playing a game where we're naming policy that they passed under their first administration. Okay, it's 2-0. I've named 2. You've named 0. So we'll move on to the third round. Biden and Harris influenced the Chips and Science Act to get passed, okay, which was a $28 billion investment into U.S.-based chip producers so we could gain global domination within the production of chips, right? Before they passed the bill, we said at 0% of the global chip production. By 2030, we will be sitting at 20% of the global chip production.
Lexi, thank you for the $5. Thank you.
Your turn. And T-Dora, thank you for the $10 on Venmo, saying thank you for being so informative to so many people. I appreciate you for the love, T-Dora. Everybody, please show some love to T-Dora down there.
Trump is an actual, I can say, he's a person. He's a strong leader.
What game are we playing? We're playing a game about policy. We're playing a game about naming policy. None of this is policy.
Yes, it is.
No. Trump strong leader is not the name of a policy.
I just named the policy for you, the immigration policy that he had at the border.
What was it called, and what did it do?
What it did was it's gathering all the immigrants.
Bro, your buddy in the background is laughing at your ass because of how hard you're selling right now. He's laughing at your ass, bro.
Jenna, think of the $2.
He's laughing harder
it's not
because
even,
I
it's
called
not
him
even
out.
the chat. It's literally the entire chat and people in real life.
Voted for Trump.
And he's still, because he's laughing at your ass because you're getting cooked.
He's so mad at him. Yo, wait, what did you just do, bro?
Yo, this nigga, he voted for Trump as well, and he knows.
He's still laughing at you.
No, I did not vote for Trump.
He voted for Trump.
Face.
He voted for Trump. I'm so sorry, guys. But all I'm getting at is, I wanted to
He
know.
called you out on your bullshit too.
All I'm getting at is, before I was gonna say it's a pleasure coming in here, and just being able to be on this live. Get out my room, bro.
Nah. Your bro's chill as hell. All right, get him in the room.
Wait, it's mad. Wait, let me see the comments.
They're gonna kick us out, bro.
All right, I just want to see the comment. Where's the debate?
Yeah, dude. Wow, that was wild.
Oh, I love that. Yo, W friend, right? Dude, W friend. Do you want to debate RC or is that not worth it?
Up to you. I don't mind.
I've
already debated him a million times. So.
On politics?
I don't think that's a new. I don't think it. Yeah, I've debated him lots of times on politics now.
All right, we'll just.
Have you debated him? If you haven't debated him, you can.
Dude, I debated him on like gender roles. I think I did phenomenally. I actually think that was like a really good. There's like an exemplary like structure on like how those conversations are supposed to be read. I was very happy with my performance there. Yo, Lisbeth, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. Lisbeth says, thank you for putting these little men in their place. Lisbeth, I appreciate you so much for the $20 donation. Everybody, please show some love to Lisbeth down below in the comment section, literally right now. Massive W Lisbeths in the comment section right fucking now. If anybody else wants to support me or anybody else wants to support Parker, our Venmos and our PayPals are in the bio. And we appreciate you guys so very much. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. W's down below. We got our next guest loading in right now, so everybody just do give us a minute. Parker, honestly, if you want to help me get a guest in so I can respond to a text, it would be phenomenal.
I got you. All right, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Oh, Insane MAGA Lunatic has just joined the live.
Oh, Parker, is that all you
Let's
gotta
see
say about me, bro?
$2.
Is that all you're gonna say, Parker and Dean? You guys have no lives, bro. Like, seriously.
Here we
What
go.
are you guys gonna do in 20 days? In about what, 40 days?
Mars,
when
thank you for
TikTok
the
gets banned?
$10 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the $10.
What are you gonna do when
Mars.
TikTok gets banned, bro? You guys gonna finally look for a real job?
Move to YouTube or like go back to my real job, yeah.
What's your real job?
Yeah, so
you guys
so,
don't
like,
have real jobs, bro.
Justin, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue doing CIA deep state operations.
Yeah, you don't work for CIA, bro. You don't work for the CIA, bro. Be quiet. Shut up. You don't work for the CIA. Shut up.
One second, Justin. Amelia, thank you for the $25. I'm gonna mute you if you don't.
You're gonna tell me to
talking.
shut up, Dean.
Amelia, thank you for the 25.
Don't worry, we don't just have to tell you. We can also mute you.
Amelia, thank you so much for the $25 donation on Venmo.
See, easy as that, bro.
Dude, 1 second. Bro.
Mute. I unmute.
Amelia says, thank you for making me laugh every day. I've been in such a good mood since I found you, and Parker, please never stop. Amelia, it is comments like that that seriously continue to keep me motivated to keep on going. Your comment means the world, and I appreciate you so much for the $25 donation. Everybody, please show some love to Amelia down below in the comment section. But anyways, Justin, why do you think Trump will be good for America? Maybe you could start off by naming one of his policies that you like. Let's try to keep it chill.
I can't keep it true with you guys. You already know that. Because you guys are gonna start getting me mad, and then all your trolls are gonna go and start posting stuff on my posts. And
Okay. Well, if you can't keep it chill, we're moving on. Based Parker kick.
He called Athena the bee slur, apparently.
Oh, get him out. Get him out. Hello, Gavin. Did you vote for Trump? And Gavin ultimately left. Moving on to our next guest here, y'all. Everybody just do give us one moment. Jen, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. It does mean the world to me, Jen. I do really appreciate you so much for the love. Everybody, please show some love to Jen down below in the comment section while we are getting our next guest up in the box. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Did you vote for Trump? Well, I actually don't even know if anyone's in the stream. All right. We're going to move on to our next guest. You guys, we got Brandon loading up in.
You got a good algorithm today, man.
Dude, I know. Barry Parker, this feels great.
What's up, boys?
Hey, do you promise to be rational and level-headed and try to engage in a logical discourse to seek truth with us, regardless of your biases?
Of course. Do you agree with the same?
I do.
All right, good. Let's have a dialogue.
No. T, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. No, I'm just kidding.
So why did you vote for Trump, Brandon?
Because Trump is going to save our country from this fucking mass taxation on everything from the Biden administration.
Are taxes too high right now?
Hell yeah, brother.
Would you say? Oh, Parker! I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. Oh,
that went up because of COVID.
No.
The Trump tax policy was perfect until COVID.
We're currently still under the Trump tax policy, Brandon.
I'm mad at you.
I'm sorry, Dean. I wanted to steal your thunder.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but if Trump was in office, he would have adjusted them.
Is this guy okay? Tabitha, thank you so much for the $55. Thank you so much for keep up the insanely good work. Thank you so much, Tabitha. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Look at this guy's bio. His bio is Trump, hot women, guns, NASCAR. That's about it.
So Brandon, I just want to clarify that
you got a problem with that? Oh, I know all those things intimidate you.
No, it's just
little
cringe
soy
bio.
boys.
It's just a cringe bio.
I will say,
Cringe
hot women intimidate me. Like my girlfriend, she intimidates the hell out of me.
You mean your boyfriend? We all know y'all gay.
So you're just like homophobic?
Can I just ask you a question real quick, Brandon? Why is it always like the alt-right, quote unquote, straight conservative men that like just want me to be gay so bad?
Yeah, like
nah, it's like clear. I mean,
what's clear?
It's not clear.
Wait, Brandon.
It's not clear.
Wait, Brandon. I have a question. How are you going to evaluate this?
How am I going to evaluate what?
Emery, thank you for the $5.
How are you going to evaluate Dean's sexuality? How are you going to evaluate that? That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, dude, it's
tell by
like
his voice.
His voice? What?
It's pretty obvious.
What about his voice means that he's gay? That makes no sense. Appreciate the check on.
Lisa, thank you for
just
the
soft. So are you?
Wait, why do you associate being gay with being soft?
Oh no, Brandon. We have so much to talk about. Please answer Parker's question, and then
Why do you associate being gay with being soft?
I don't know. It just the natural way.
What do you mean the natural way?
Okay, I'm not homophobic by any means, but gay people just have like a certain tone of voice. It's more high pitched, and you guys match that.
Thank you so much for the $2. What?
So yeah, so what you're referring to is going to be like the quote unquote like gay voice, and that's like a harmful stereotype as perpetuated by like homophobic individuals to categorize like
I ain't homophobic.
One moment.
I love gay people.
To categorize all like gay men right under this umbrella, right? And the reason that it's really harmful is because like A, right, people on the right like turn it into a mockery, they call it soft like you did and they make fun of it, and then B, it's like exclusionary.
He said I'm not homophobic, but you literally just called being gay soft.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Brendan?
Yeah.
Are you okay, dude? Are the two brain cells functioning properly now? Oh wait, we lost them. Shit. Fuck.
But I guess like my one point was like I've never been sexualized more in my life than I have been by people like you, Brandon, like the alt-right incels that are like homophobic. It doesn't make any sense. Like, dude, like imagine just like in like a fucking vacuum. You have man number one being like, I'm straight and have girlfriend. And then man number two like, no, you got boyfriend. Man number two like, no, No, you suck your best friend off. Man number's 2, like, nah, you're in a relationship with this other guy. And then I'm like, no, bro, I got a girlfriend. Then you're like, no, nope. Boyfriend. It's like, you want it.
First confetti.
It's your little fandom.
I don't care what you do in your free time. If you're gay or straight, it don't matter to me.
This person called us communists. I had to add them up. How old are you?
25.
So what is a communist?
Dude, China, bro. Like, you know what it is, dude. Like, it's not good.
Oh, okay. So we're going to skip forward. Communist is a stateless, classless, moneyless society. When you try to define communism, predicated
I was trying to get your attention.
Such as China, it's definitely not. Madeline, thank you for the $17.76 on Venmo, saying I love you guys. Thank you for the laughs. I look forward to watching your streams. Madeline, thank you so much for the donation. Everybody, please show some love to Madeline down below. And Emery with a $5 on Venmo, saying thank you so much for what you do. Please don't stop. Whether you move to YouTube or Instagram Live, we will follow you. It means the world, Emery. Thank you so much. But go ahead, Lotus.
So I was just doing that to get your attention. But
Okay.
So
all right, we'll add up someone else.
All right, yo, I kind of want to talk to like some like crazy MAGA. You know what I mean? Like I want one of the crazy ones. I want one of the insane ones. Can we get a crazy, insane MAGA in the box as we speak? That's what I want. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I need. That's what I dream of. That's what I want right now. Katie, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, saying thank you for everything that y'all do. Katie, big love. Alejandro, thank you for the $10 on PayPal, saying thank you for educating and keep doing lives. Alejandro, I love you.
Yo, Casey, did you vote Trump?
I did, yes.
Katie, think the $5. How old are you?
I am 25.
What is the craziest conspiracy theory that you believe in?
No, I'm not a crazy right person. I actually have some couple questions if you guys are cool with answering. Nothing crazy. So this was my first time voting, and it was honestly due to a lot of people kind of giving me the whole like, hey, you need to vote, you need to do your part, right? And so I don't have a ton of knowledge on everything, but I was just really pushed into it. And in that short amount of time, I did lean more towards the right. So that's what I did. And then I noticed that a lot of people kind of, I guess, gave me more shit for doing that. And it's like, well, I'm trying to do what everyone wanted me to do, if that makes sense. And so I guess I just wanted to hear your take on that. Do you think it's better to do it just to do it, or actually take the time to research?
I think you should take the time to research and do it. Like, but like, I mean, you could take our word for it. Like, obviously, like I've been looking out for people, so I mean, you could find like someone like me, but typically I would do research, right? I would want you to like look into like what they say on both sides before you cast your vote, especially because the impacts of your vote, right, could be detrimental. Like Donald Trump was held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman. This isn't like a typical candidate, right? He bragged about grabbing women by the vagina, walking to changing rooms of naked teenage girls because he quote unquote owns the place. By the way, both without their consent. He said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. He engaged in policy that restricted women's access to abortion by putting people in the Supreme Court with the explicit reason of overturning Roe versus Wade, which got rid of the federal protections for abortion access, which led to women dying in certain states, right, because of restricted access to abortion. Great victims having restricted access to abortion based on their state's abortion laws, right, had real detrimental impacts towards women, right, in this country. And if you care about women in this country, if you care about the conditions of middle-class Americans, you wouldn't want to vote for someone who, actively speaking, wants to negatively impact them disproportionately.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I think my biggest thing that was kind of eye-opening for me, like I said, it was my first time voting, but I noticed, and this was on both sides, it seemed like there was just a lot of, to be honest, man, blatant lies, even towards both sides, literally towards and about both sides. And I guess that's what was kind of crazy to me, is I didn't realize how much that was happening. And I don't know, it was just eye-opening for me. But I did recently find both of you guys and have been kind of keeping up with you guys. But like I said, I just wanted to get your opinion on that. Cool. Not going to come here with some crazy Trump stuff. But
appreciate you, Casey.
I appreciate you coming on. One thing I would say before you go is that Trump did have 30,000 confirmed lies under his administration. So regardless of whether or not we assign maybe a few lies to Democrats or to the Harris administration, right, I think we have to make a compare and contrast of the two sides. And clearly Donald Trump is a continuous liar to a significantly greater extent than what we see specifically with the Democrats. Even though, yeah, I agree, that Kamala Harris has probably lied a few times, right? A few is significantly less than tens of thousands.
Awesome. Thanks for your time. Hope you guys get a crazy next.
Isabella with the $80 donation on Venmo. That is so incredibly kind of you. Everybody, please show some love to Isabella. I want to see at least 800 W's for Isabella in that chat. Isabella says, I've never really heard of you till Jubilee video, but you seem cool and very educated, and I really admire that. If it's not too much to ask, can you say Free Palestine? Free Palestine, Isabella.
Absolutely.
Free Palestine. You know, the common sense position while our next guest is loading in, regardless of what the side of aisle you fall on, regardless if you self-label as pro-Israel or pro-Palestine, here's the solution. We could all agree that innocent people dying is bad. How do we prevent more innocent people from dying? From further funding Israel or advocating for a ceasefire? Common sense dictates one of those answers to be obviously true. Consider it. But thank you so much for the love, Isabella.
I would say, ceasefire there, and that's, of course.
Yeah, and Anonymous! Anonymous with a $100 donation on PayPal. Holy shit. Oh my God, you guys are going crazy today. Everybody, please show some love to Isabella. Please show some love to Anonymous. You guys are going fucking nuts today. Oh my gosh. Anonymous says, thank you for defending gay people. Anonymous, I know who you are. You know who I am. Love you, man. Show some love to Anonymous down below. Reed's not here.
I don't think Reed's here.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Everyone keep tapping that screen. Let's get to 2 million likes shared live as well. Everyone will help get it out to more people.
You guys are going absolutely crazy today. Holy fuck! Susan with a $50 on Venmo. Holy cow! Saying truth to the poet. Everybody, please show Susan some love in the chat. First Isabella, then Anonymous, and now Susan. Oh my God, you guys! Thank you so much for the love. Thank you a billion times over. You guys are showing an unprecedented level of love today. I seriously, I haven't felt this in a long time. You guys are so incredibly kind. Please show some love.
Ooh, that's like the worst mic.
That is really bad. Please show some love to Susan down below. It means the world, Susan. You are so loved and appreciated. Everybody, please show some love.
Yo, Sid, thank you so much for the race car. Thank you so much. Give me some W's for Sid in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
What's up, Jaden? Did you vote for Trump? Jaden's not here. All right, go back to spamming MAGA down below.
Oh my gosh, can I say thank you to some people?
Yeah.
Wendy with the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Wendy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hannah with the $20 for appreciate everything you do. Parker, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hannah, thank you so much for the $20. Ashlyn, thank you so much for the $5. Susan, thank you so much for the $50 as well. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Susan? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Katie, thank you so much for the $5. Julia with the $30 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Julia. Can we get some W's for Julia in the comment section right now as well? Altris, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all are going fucking insane. Holy shit. Anonymous with $100. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Anonymous as well? Thank you so much. Oh my God. What is going on? Hannah, thank you.
Hannah, thank you so much for the $25 donation on Venmo. And I'm guessing you also just got a $25 donation from Ann as well. So at least 50 W's for Hannah in the comments.
But Hannah, thank you for the $10. I appreciate it, Hannah. And again, Julia, thank you so much for the $30 on Venmo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Julia. Thank you so much, everyone. Y'all are fucking incredibly.
What the fuck, Josh? Josh with a $15 donation on PayPal for being dope. Yo, let's fucking go. Based? Hello?
Based.
Ring, ring, ring. Who is this? The Base Department? Yo, show some love to Josh down below. Show some love to all of our donors. We appreciate you guys so much. It means the world to us. And I mean, your proceeds will be applied just for transparency towards our trip out to DC. And that's gonna be a lot of fun. But also, please do.
Alex, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you.
And please do stay tuned, you guys, because we're gonna be doing a pretty fun fundraiser here in the next week. And here in the next week or so. So just stay tuned for that, you guys. Hope we see some similar levels of love for that. Altrice, thank you for the $15 on PayPal. I appreciate you, Altrice. Everybody, please show some love to Altrice down below. What's up, Appa? Did you vote for Trump?
I did, and I do have a question to ask.
Yeah, sure, go for it, man.
I think one of my biggest questions regarding the whole...
Millie with a $25 donation on PayPal. Thank you, Millie. W for Millie down below. And Chandra, thank you for the $10.
Policies that you are specifically against.
Yeah, sure. We could go over that. Shout out to Millie and Chandra. I appreciate you guys for the love. So let's talk about some of the things that he did during his first term that I didn't really like, and then we could go into what he wants to pass this term.
Yeah, of course.
So during the first term, overturning Roe v. Wade, that was detrimental to women and women's rights. It was so incredibly regressive to the state of America. I can't believe that we now live in a country where we'll have granddaughters growing up with less rights than their grandmothers. Moving forward to his second terms, tariffs are terrible. We're estimating that the 25% tariff on Canada alone is going to increase the price of our gas by 40 to 70 cents a gallon.
If you don't mind me asking really quick, are you talking about the supposed tariffs towards Mexico and Canada?
Well, we're going to be talking about the flat tariffs on all goods imported into our country. Specifically, the isolated tariffs on Canada are going to increase the price of our gasoline by 40 to 70 cents a gallon.
All right. Anything else in specific, just so out of curiosity?
Yeah, no, it's just his tax policy as a whole. It's like exorbitantly expensive. It's estimated by the CRBF to cost upwards of $7.5 trillion. Then it disproportionately favors rich people. I think right now, especially after... What's that?
Sorry, it's CFRB. I got it wrong myself.
The Committee for
Responsible Federal Budget.
Yeah. Where was I at? I totally just lost my place.
CRFE. My bad. That's actually my bad. Drishti, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
What was I just saying?
The $5. Thank you so much. You were saying like what the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget indicates specifically about like what the debt related spending is going to be.
Oh, yeah. So, like, not only is his tax policy absorbently expensive, but it's disproportionately built for rich people, and he has no plan on how he intends to pay for that or where that money is going to come from. Yeah. And I think that right now, especially after the pandemic, like I say that the average American has less purchasing power, more debt, less savings, and we need to fix that. And we should have, would have, could have with Kamala Harris's policy that was built for that average American, but here we are. And then I'd also say a lot of his stances on immigration, such as revoking birthright citizenship, serving as a detriment to Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, veterans benefits, disability benefits, very, very bad. There's a plethora of other factors isolating us from foreign world leaders of democracies in Europe while growing closer to people like Putin, lying about conversations with the president of Mexico. It's all just very bad.
Yeah, so I think I'm inclined to agree with you with a lot. I think, especially from 2016, a lot of the promises that he made is kind of hogwash. I think one thing for me that I thought was imperative when voting for him is the whole issue in terms of the war with Ukraine and the war with Israel and Gaza. I feel like the way that both Biden and, of course, Harris, there's kind of limited stuff that she could have done. But I think given the circumstances, I don't know what else she would have done different than Biden. And in terms of ending the war, ceasefire with both Ukraine and Russia, as well as Israel and Gaza.
Well, her position was ceasefire, Israel and Gaza, but like contradictory bullshit because she also supported funding to Israel and then like fully supporting Ukraine to win the war.
Well, I mean, yeah, and that's kind of the thing with her.
Full, thank you so much for $5.
That
Thank you.
Kind of, I guess, off. She, had a whole issue with Josh Shapiro and not advocating for his vice presidency. For
What's
her
your stance?
I think, in general, in terms of war, Trump would do a better job at creating diplomacy and peace.
Terrible. No, it's so bad. We have like leaders in the EU spiraling, figure out what the fuck they're gonna do to up their support to Ukraine because he's inevitably gonna pull out because he's demanding things from Ukraine, the same things that Putin is now, which could even like some experts are saying that'll end up getting countries in Europe involved in the war, meaning that it could turn into a world war. And then in the Middle East, just saying that he wants Israel to destroy Palestine, and there's going to be hell in the Middle East if Hamas doesn't release their hostages, even though Israel has Palestinian hostages and Israel's the aggressor, is just like fucking insane. Like, what we need is less innocent people to die, regardless of where you stand. Less innocent people dying is good. We achieve less innocent people dying with a ceasefire, not by like further funding for one side to win. And then fighting against Russian expansion is good. We achieve that by standing with the EU and funding Ukraine, not by demanding the same things that Russia is.
Yeah.
Right?
So
That's
I
why
think
he's terrible for those two conflicts.
I do think in terms of the whole Israel situation, I might slightly agree. But in terms of Russia, I mean, what you say stand with the EU, and I get that. But knowing how, and not to, completely disregard his whole personality, but Putin and the way he acts, the way he goes about himself, he kind of has that kind of personality that if you back him into a corner, like a dog, gonna bite, so on and so forth. What do you think the situation would be if that happens to him? Because of course, there's a given that
he backs off. He backs off. That's what's gonna happen. Like, dude, the Russian ruble is fucked. Their economy is fucked. The only thing propping it up is gonna be the industrial military complex. Their GDP is fucked. Their global relations are fucked. Their exports are fucked. Right? I'd estimate another year of unilateral support for Ukraine. Russia backs off and just gives them their land, and the war is over.
So
that's honestly what I'd say.
Essentially, it's just a weight game. Is what you're trying to advocate.
Because their country is so fucked. It is so fucked. Everything about Russia is fucked. There's nothing going like good or positively for Russia.
But I think they're kind of in the same situation, kind of equal to China in terms of there's no way anytime
worse than
soon.
China. Worse than China.
Well, the point that I'm trying to make is that I don't think anytime soon, kind of like China, their government is going to change. I don't think that there's going to be any specific situation that changes how they go about things, especially concerning with Taiwan and China and the whole invasion that's supposed. Kind of the way that Russia looks at Ukraine. And I think given those two superpower countries, it's kind of hard to go about things in such a weight game way.
Dude, the funny thing is like China isn't some like crazy like contestable superpower.
No, you're right.
Their GDP hasn't grown
you're right,
a fucking penny in the last 4 years. In fact, it's shrinking. And no, the weight game will only work with Russia because of how terrible they're doing. Go look up inflation on the ruble. Go look at their GDP. Go look at how much that's being propped up by the production of military weapons.
But I do feel like it is clear
like what we need to do is we need to hold
Taiwan.
We need to hold the red line against Russia 110%. The red line that was set in '94 of the Budapest Memorandum, and the red line that's been pressured since the formulation of NATO. I find no reason to be backing off from our funding and support for Ukraine and just like saying that we like want to side with Putin. Like when you're siding with Putin over all of the leaders in Europe, you're probably on the wrong side of history.
Well, I think the biggest issue is more so in advocating for less murders and deaths. And I mean, you see all these videos of all the war crimes that technically both sides are committing, but more so Russia.
They're gross. They're gross. I know the videos you're talking about. It's nasty, gross shit.
But that's the main reason. And I know you disagree with it, but I think that's probably the main reason why. And same sort of the same with Israel, except that situation.
No, I get you. Like, I surprisingly actually understand this position. I've seen those videos too. I completely understand how you could go from step one, seeing like videos of like literal like disgusting drones dropping bombs on people, then like watching them die on like and then being like, I think it's best if they just stop where they're at. Ukraine gives up some of their land and the fighting stops. I actually get how you could reason yourself to the conclusion. But the issue with that is that means we have removed a red line with Russia that was previously set, and we give Russia what they want.
Well, then I guess
they won't stop.
Well, then I guess
annexed Crimea in 2014. We gave them what they wanted. There was no pushback against that. And what did they do? They kept going. And now it is 2024. And if we give them what they want with Ukraine, they will keep going until either A, they've rebuilt the USSR, or B, they are forced to stop because of aggression from other countries setting their red lines. Why? In what world would we possibly?
Reed just sent me $15 saying I don't like Dean.
In what world would we possibly want?
And Tiona, thank you the $5.
That to continue. And then also, Amy, thank you so much for the $50 on Venmo. Amy says, thank you for giving a voice to the voiceless. Your actions don't go unnoticed. We love you, Dean. Amy, I know exactly who you are, and you've been supporting so much recently. Thank you so much for the love, Amy. That is Amy with 2 eyes. W's for Amy in the comment section. That's so incredibly kind of you. And Megan, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. It means so much. Thank you so much for the love. And then additionally, Megan, thank you for the $10 on Venmo saying, I love Dean. Yo, base, dude. W's for Megan. Holy cow.
I think then, if you don't mind, the only other question that I have is, if you say this about Trump and you say how he would have and will handle everything, horribly, and I can understand that position in certain ways, at least in particular with Israel, how would have Kamala Harris done things different? And what do you think
with Israel
would have been better? Yeah, well, in general, because clearly, at least with Israel and Gaza,
you gotta specify a like specific thing. You have to be more specific.
In terms of calming down the situation, and creating diplomacy and peace within Israel and Gaza.
Oh, great! Yeah, advocating for ceasefire. Duh. Less innocent people die. Like, I don't care.
But
pro-Israel,
advocation only goes so far, right?
What's
so
that?
I mean, as I said, but advocation only goes so far.
Well,
so,
yeah, and it seems like they started to realize that at the end of their presidency. I don't think that they realized it early enough. But like, I'd say that we saw a first step with like the arms embargo. Like, they're like, okay, you guys, we've been asking you for a ceasefire for like all this time. You haven't done jack shit. So like, now we're gonna stop sending you weapons unless you do. Right, and I honestly think that if Kamala Harris was elected, she would have inevitably achieved a ceasefire. Would I have looked at her with glee? Absolutely fucking not, because the administration was slow moving. But is that better than Trump just wanting to continue to fund Israel all of the way?
Okay, well, yeah, I think in all honesty, I have to agree with you. I'm honestly probably not as educated as the both of you, but I definitely like kind of, I guess, trying to be biased or not be biased, and hence why I asked what I asked. Because I agree with abortion rights.
I appreciate you for coming up here. I guess we'll go find our next guest. Have a good one, man. Yeah, Parker, I think that's a good idea. And like, honestly, my take, I'm just going to respond to you very vaguely on live so people don't know exactly what we're talking about, because I don't really feel like just texting you back. I feel like that's inevitably what will just like end up having to happen, because I don't think that there's something that they really want to do, if that makes any sense, and like just won't invest the time and the energy into like solving. So like, we'll just have to do it.
Yeah, and there's no reason why we wouldn't.
Yeah. What's up, Kendra? Did you vote for Trump?
I did vote for Trump.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
All right, Kendra.
Susan, thank you the $5. I did see that. Thank you so much, Susan.
So, Kendra, I got a question.
Okay.
Why the hell did you make such a bad decision?
So, I don't personally think it was a bad decision. I think that most of my bias is from Texas, but I'm recently living in Arkansas. I'm in Fayetteville. So, I do see both sides at the moment, because the
I hear ya. That's a bias. I'll give it to you, Kendra. That's a bias.
I'm also an environmental science major, so I do I really do have both sides of it. But I think where I stand, Republican is on immigration and border security and the energy environment, and I know that that's pretty controversial.
Wait, why do you stand Republican on energy policy?
Because I don't think that importing our oil is the best move. I think that
fair, but we were more reliant on imports under Trump and Biden and Harris.
Also, that would cause prices to go up.
He did promote domestic energy production,
But Biden and Harris promoted it more. EIA.gov. Like, seriously, the most domestic crude oil we ever produced under Trump was 12.9 million barrels of oil, and that was in December of 2019. We've had like incessant record highs under Biden and Harris at about 13.3 to 13.4 thousand barrels of oil per day.
Then why did the oil shoot up so high? I mean, that's
because of global supply.
I mean, I do think there's other behind.
No, it's because we're importing less oil into the United States right now than we were under Trump's administration.
Yeah, like just global supply. Oil is a global market, and it always will be. That's how it works. And like when we have less oil available in the global marketplace, because OPEC is producing less and we're no longer getting Russian oil, like each barrel is going to be slightly more expensive. And we're also just importing less because of the lack of global supply. And that leads to higher prices. It's actually like pretty simple on like the macro scale. But like,
thank you so much for the $5. Thank you.
We don't control that. We only control our domestic production, and we could like kind of try to influence things in OPEC and kind of try to influence like releasing or sanction on Russian oil if they stop killing people. But like, man, they did everything they could, and I mean. That was pretty exemplary considering the fact that we've never produced more oil than we have under the Biden and Harris administration.
Well, I mean, I learn new things every day, but there's also like a bunch of other things that I voted Trump for. I also just have a really I think the immigration and border security is a huge thing as well, which I did bring up in my first point with I know I'm pretty biased from people that live more centralized in the country. They don't understand the immigration and how bad it is in Texas, and seeing how it has affected multiple people. Oh my God, these comments are awful. I've never been bullied this much. This is awful.
I'm looking at the comments. I don't really see anybody bullying you, but if there is people bullying Kendra in the comment section, you stop. But like, I think a lot of people in the comment section are just calling it like hypocritical for like you to vote for like someone that is like so anti-woman, literal like rapists, etc. And I'd like generally like agree with those points.
I mean, if we want to go towards the women's side, I'm fine with that as well. Why I voted Republican, even though that could be seen as voting anti.
It definitely is. It definitely is. In this election, it is. Like, you're voting for the dude that's like raped a woman, emboldens misogynists, emboldens sexists, emboldens rapists, promotes grape culture, right? Promotes traditionalism, promotes systemic oppression of women, especially black women. And that's a fact.
My thought on abortion is, and I've explained this to a couple other people, is I don't fully agree that the Roe versus Wade thing should have been overturned, which happened a long time ago. But now that it is a state issue, I don't think we should be changing it back to a federal issue due to the fact of there are a lot of extremists on the left and right. And I think that if we were to go with a federal issue, make it banned totally or make it completely okay across all states, I think that both sides would either hospitals would start getting burned down, Planned Parenthoods would get protested against on the right side, or on the left side.
Planned Parenthoods are always protested against.
Yeah, I know
That's not new. I mean, Roe v. Wade functioned for 40 years with Planned Parenthoods being protested against. And that's nothing like Planned Parenthood has like built out policy and like training to deal with the protesters for getting like people in the doors.
But you can also agree,
and that's definitely not
get more
good.
extreme.
But that's not good justification to support policy that inherently discriminates against 1/3 of
But
women
there are
today.
other states that are also allowing it. So
That doesn't
in
change anything.
my extent, you can go to another state.
If the year was 2020, when like the right for a woman to vote was up to states, would you say, oh, we should like federally protect that? Or like, oh, well, there's other states that allow it. Maybe you should move to California.
I mean, people are moving from California to Texas due to taxes, move to California for abortion. It works the same way.
Answer my question.
What was your question?
If you were alive in 1920, when like suffragette movements were attempting to federally protect a woman's access to vote, would you say, oh, that's a good idea, maybe all women should have the same rights as I do? Or would you be like, well, if you want the access to vote, just move to a state where you can?
I mean, that's a valid point if you're going really extreme with it.
It
but
is, because all women should have that. Every single one. A woman shouldn't get more or less access to fundamental health care based upon her geographic location. And that absolutely applies to women that have the means to go to other states to get an abortion. But even think about the women that don't, dude. Think about the women. Rose, thank you so much for the galaxy. I mean, Kendra, how old are you?
I'm 21.
You're 21. How many 21-year-old women do you know that are your same age that are either A, still in college, or survive purely off of either their parents paying their tuition and eating at the school cafeterias, or like work a minimum to low-paying job where they live paycheck to paycheck?
I know across the board.
So many, right?
A variety across the board, yes.
So many. I mean, that's the story of a lot of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds. It's actually the story of the average American. Do you really think that that average American could pack up and hop in a plane for 4 hours, paying $900 for a ticket, taking 3 days off of work just to pay for a $500 to $600 abortion procedure if she got raped and was pregnant in a state where they don't even allow that?
No, but and I mean, this is a genuine question.
And that's
but
why
how many
you can't
states?
just say go to California.
How many states ban it for these three things? Of it goes against the mother's health, it is of a rape, and it's incest. How many states go off those three?
Yep.
It goes extreme.
10. Megan, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. 10.
So 1/5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's 65 great victims a day that are denied access to abortion, or whatever 22,000 divided by 365 is. Yep. But like even for elective abortions, I think that obviously a circumstance of rape is more elective, is more like abysmal than elective circumstances. But I don't think that one woman deserves more access to health care or more rights than another woman, depending upon how dire her circumstances are. I think that all women, even in elective circumstances, deserve access to abortion.
I don't know. I don't agree with that fully.
Okay. You think that elective abortions are wrong?
Elected?
Elective. That just means man and woman engage in intercourse knowing that it leads to pregnancy with consent, and the woman gets pregnant and wants an abortion.
Yes.
Can we play a game?
To an extent of the health of the mother. And
yeah. So let's just specify elective abortions. Not about rape, not about SA, not about insects, not about health of the mother. Just imagine you, with consent, engage in sex with a man, you got pregnant and you want to get an abortion. Okay? You think that's wrong. Let's play a game. Give me every single reason you could think of that's wrong.
I mean, it's the same thing of if you're going to commit an action towards anyone you let's just say you're going to rob someone, it's wrong, you get punished for it. If I had sex, well, I do, but if I were to holy shit, I just said that to 10,000 people.
It's okay. People have sex.
Okay. If I were to
the end of the world.
No, it's
just
Christians.
Oh my God, Christians riot! Riot! We have a sinner.
It's okay. No, I'm just saying that if it was for me and if I knew I was doing something that had a possible consequence, I hate to word it like that because that's kind of awful for a baby, but a consequence, then I feel like actions, you need to abide by that consequence. Now, of course,
okay,
I have my own little thing about that, which I don't want to bring up.
Kendra, I once again will reiterate my question. I'm going to make you look bad, and I'm going to dunk on you. But I want to provide you with a very fair, ample, and easy opportunity to prevent that. Okay? Can you think of any other reasons why abortion is bad?
I don't want to go the religious route, so I'm going to say that it is a surgery that you go through and put your body through that can be particularly harmful for your body, and that you should probably just avoid putting your body through unnecessary surgery. And that is a possible life that can be created that could have a good impact on an individual. But there's also other ways. If you know you don't want to get pregnant and you know that you don't want a kid, there's also other ways to protect yourself from that as a guy and a girl.
Okay. Well, you have successfully circumnavigated the absolute roast of a lifetime, because you so happen in the middle of everything there to say it's a possible life that can be created. With those 3 words, you were able to circumnavigate around the roast session of a fucking lifetime. But I think the point still half stands. And the reason the point still half stands is because seemingly the thing that all pro-lifers always forget is the damn fetus. And all of these conversations always, they stand on the front lines screaming about how baby lives matter, you're killing and murdering children, when in all reality, that is never why someone is actually pro-life, and it usually results down to wanting to have some control or influence over the body of that of a woman because you deem their decision-making processes as incorrect or inadequate just because they uphold different standards of romance, intimacy, and sex than you do, okay? And out of virtue of that, you're not pro-life, you're just pro-control and punishing women, and by virtue of that, pro-punishing children by placing unwanted kids in unready households and forcing 18, 19, 20-year-old boys and girls to be parents because of that. And that's an issue, okay? Right? But overwhelmingly, I think when you say that, a pregnancy is a result of sex and you know the risk of that, so you should be obligated to deal with the consequence. We never talk like that ever in any other context. A smoker knows that they might get lung cancer, and they acknowledge that risk, but we don't obligate them to it. If a smoker gets lung cancer, they go to the doctor, and they get a chemotherapy to kill the lung cancer. Okay, what was your other point? You said something about...
Contraception.
Contraception. Sure, okay. I think that it's okay to point out that there is plenty of people in America that are engaging in intercourse without the use of contraception that get pregnant and get abortions. Surprisingly, it's a minority. 54% of women who get abortions are doing so because of the failure of contraceptives, but still yet it needs to be pointed out that the other 46 aren't, okay? And I'll even take it one step further. That is a problem that deserves to be addressed and deserves to be fixed.
But that's the problem.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Kendra, but please just allow me to finish speaking. Please just allow me to finish speaking. You're not wrong. That's a systemic problem, okay? But the way to address that problem isn't to, fuck them over by making them moms. The way to address that problem is by introducing more sex ed in high schools to make sure that our youth is well informed on what sex is and what it leads to, and by offering free access to forms of contraceptives. Okay, right? Your fix to the issue violates women's rights. Your fix to the issues forces people to be parents when they shouldn't. Your fix to the issue results in unwanted kids being forced into an unready household. Your fix to the issue results in lower levels of education, lower levels of income, lower levels of employment, and lower qualities of life. My fix to the issue allows women to have that access to the vital health care they deserve while also upholding a greater system that will result in less people engaging in intercourse recklessly that will then leave a woman from seeking an abortion. Your motivations are control. My motivations are the fact that abortions suck, and although women should have that access because it is a bare fucking necessity, I would still like less women from having to go through that.
So I actually never stated that I wanted abortions to be banned across the nation. I said that I think there would be both sides would create an issue if anything changed between state issued and federal issued because we have such extremists in our country. I never said that I was completely pro-life, and I never said that abortion should be banned across the planet. I do agree in education. I do agree that contraception should be more available and how to use them should be available. But I never said that it needs to be banned across. I just said it would happen to be, if it got banned, people would be doing it very unsafely. Probably more lives would be lost across the board, or if it got federally.
So you think no federal protections because people will be pissed and do crazy shit?
Absolutely.
When has it ever stopped us before? What was the Civil War?
Us fighting each other, the North versus the South for slavery.
Why? Because the Union wanted what?
They wanted to ban slavery while the South wanted to keep it, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Kayana, thank you so much for the $6.68 from the Save Parker from the Ghost Fund. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we fight for human rights here, Kendra. We do. Okay, we did it with the Civil War. The suffragettes did it in the 1920s. Black Americans did it in the 1960s. Okay, we fight for human rights, and I don't think that your position, that maybe if we were to introduce these federal protections, people would be mad and some qualms would start. I don't care. Right? Because it is significantly more important for women and girls to have those rights and that access to abortion, right? Compared to like allowing 65 victims per day to be denied access to abortion because
Wyatt, thank you for the $2 from the Save the Parker from the Ghost Funds. Thank you so much. I can't speak. Save Parker from the Ghost Fund.
Angel, thank you for the $20 donation on Venmo. I do really appreciate you so much for the love. It means the world to me, Angel. Angel says, thank you for talking about elective abortions. Focusing on the 3 exceptions concedes too much space to Republicans. Yes, actually, Angel, you are completely based, 100% correct. Smartest thing I've read all day. Birth control fails, adoption is broken, and people are poor. These people would rather traumatize children/women than verse just allowing the choice to abort. Absolutely so based. Wait, and also, I just wanted to clarify something in the chat. So I said Black Americans earlier, and then people in the chat were saying African Americans, Dean, please. I just want to ask a question to people watching. Is it, like, when I just want to refer to Black people in America, is it better to say Black Americans so that's more inclusive of people that are Black but not African Americans? Or, like, should we say, like, African Americans?
Appreciate the galaxy. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is
there you
something
go.
you not want to speak on.
No, you're good. I was asking the chat.
I have no place.
Don't worry, Kendra. I wasn't asking you.
Wait, Kendra, I have a question.
Okay.
Would you let someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman get access to a gun?
In what capacity?
What do you mean, in what capacity?
Like their previous rapist, and then they go in, they already have that on their record, and they ask for a gun, and
they were held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman, and they specifically want to legally get a gun. Do you think they should legally be able to get a gun?
What's their purpose of wanting to get a gun?
Does it matter? Do you think in any context they should be able to get access to a gun legally?
If they have been convicted as a rapist, they've already gone through the legal efforts, they've either been in prison for a certain amount of time or anything like that, and they're getting a gun to protect themselves, and they're holding up the Second Amendment, then absolutely they can allow it.
Oh, you think someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman should be able to get access to a gun?
I think if you've already gone through the process, that I know that people are not going to agree with this, but there's a difference between, I feel like you're using rape because I'm a woman and you're trying to do it, but I like using
I do that with a lot of people. It's not because you're a woman. That's a really weird assumption.
Okie dokie.
Rape only apply to women? I'm confused.
Well, in this context, because I know y'all are going to go after Trump, who is a man who did that. So that's where I'm shooting that. So it depends on their purpose of getting a gun. It depends if they've gone through if they've gone through the background.
I don't think it depends on any person. So if someone was held civilly liable of sexually abusing a child, should they in any context legally be allowed to get a gun?
Those are two different.
The difference is the victim is younger and the victim is older. So tell me, in that circumstance, should they be able to get access to a gun legally?
Yes.
Yes? You think someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a child should be able to get access to a gun?
Okay, if they were viable of robbing a bank, if they were viable of breaking
Liable of sexually assaulting a child.
then they wouldn't be in an area to get a gun because they would be in prison.
That's
So that
actually not
isn't-
true. I'll give you a specific example. In New York, right, there's a statute of limitations on criminal courts on sexual abuse, which means that there are literally thousands of people that are held civilly liable of sexually abusing children, right, in civil courts, but not in criminal courts. So under the law currently, they can get access to guns. I don't think that should be allowed. Do you think that should be allowed?
I
That
think
they
they
should be able to get
prison.
access to guns legally?
think they should be in prison.
Oh,
I don't think they should even be in society.
So, okay, I agree, but do you think that they should be able to get access to guns? If they're in prison, no. Okay, so then my question stands, right? If you don't think that they should, or actually, what would be the distinction between the victim being a child and the victim being an adult? That means in one scenario, you think the person who perpetrated the violent offense should be able to get access to a gun, but not in the other one.
I think they should both be in prison, which they wouldn't.
Okay, well then
have
both of them
access
shouldn't be able to
them.
get guns. If they shouldn't be able to get access to guns, why should they be able to run for president and gain access to the nuclear codes? Why the fuck did you vote for him?
I voted for him not based on those cases and not based on the rape and not based on any of that. I voted on him for many other reasons. I don't like.
You voted for him in despite of the fact that he was held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman. That's what you did. In despite of that. In despite of the fact that he restricted women's access to abortion. In despite of the fact that he bragged about grabbing women by the vagina without asking and walking into changing rooms of naked teenage girls because he quote unquote owns the place. In despite of the fact that he called for a complete and total shutdown of Muslims to enter the country. You understand that, right?
I voted based on policy, and I've compared policies between Harris and
Give
Trump.
me two Trump policies he influenced to get passed that were good.
Let's see. Wait, are you talking about past policies or are you talking about future policies?
Two past policies he influenced to get passed that were good.
He did the energy independence, what I already started about with reducing reliance on foreign imports. The border wall, if you want me to bring up more.
One, we imported more under Trump's administration for oil. Two, you're not referencing a policy. Give me a policy.
Because Biden just followed the same Trump policy. That's why he gained more. He just started in
Can you give me the policy?
Not by name, I just know it.
So you don't. So you don't know the policies, yet you voted for him.
I know that
did all
Trump
those
promoted
terrible
domestic
things.
energy production, including oil and other natural.
What policy? Because we have higher domestic production of oil right now than any point in U.S. history or any of any
Because
country ever.
Biden didn't change over Trump's policy.
Actually, apparently he did to Republicans, as they were claiming. So if you didn't change the policy, well, then how are you claiming Trump's is better? If it's the same policy, then how is one better?
Because Trump
Said, think of the
started it-
$10. Madison, think of the what? Think of the dollar. What's up?
I'm not trying to not talk, but I just thought that Dean was saying something. That's. I heard dollar, and I didn't know if y'all were thanking anyone. Sorry. No, that I literally just didn't want to interrupt you guys. That was out of being nice. Sorry.
My mic has been. I just unmuted my mic has been muted since I got back from using the restroom.
All I heard was dollar. I'm sorry. I really thought y'all were trying to thank someone. That's it. I'm sorry.
I'm just like very politely scrolling through Twitter on my laptop while my mic is muted.
Anyways, I also liked his Veterans Choice program, allowing veterans more options to healthcare.
Lisa, thank you for the shiny air balloon. I appreciate you for the love.
I did not like how Biden signed the Willow Project in Alaska, even though I know that's keeping oil in the USA. I just don't like that it was in a national
Okay, you know what? We agree on that, but what you're not understanding specifically is that if you're referencing domestic oil production, tell me what specifically Trump did that the Biden-Harris administration didn't do that you like from Trump. Push the gem gun. Thank you so much.
Hey, also, I just want to let you know, the crypto bots in the comment section, y'all are going to start getting banned.
Ask the question again. It was, what did Trump do in his previous years that Biden didn't do, and why I voted for Trump?
Yeah, what did Trump do as it relates to increase of domestic oil production the Biden-Harris administration didn't do that means that you like Trump?
I think that Biden followed most of Trump's policies, given the fact that they kept doing the domestic energy production. I just didn't like how Biden, claiming to care about the environment and do all of this environmental science stuff and conservation, signed the Willow Project in Alaska. That was like 17.
That Trump was also going to sign. I'm asking you, what did Trump do that the Biden-Harris administration didn't do that specifically means that you like Trump?
I don't have an answer for you.
And also, right, if you care about the environment, why'd you vote for a guy that literally thinks that the climate is cooling and that science just doesn't know it yet?
I think there's more issues in the environment, and I also like that Elon Musk is on his cabinet or working on the conservation.
Why, dude? Listen, why?
He is the CEO of electric cars.
Oh, God, he's the CEO of electric cars.
Tesla.
Didn't he get kicked off the board of Tesla?
No.
Are you sure?
I am. Yes, he is the CEO of Tesla Motors.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
Still founder.
Sid, thank you so much for the $10. Madison, thank you for the $1.
If he was kicked off the board, I think that means he's not CEO. I could be totally wrong though.
You'd have to look that up.
Still CEO. Oh, well, he's the CEO of Twitter. Hold on.
Yeah,
no, it said still CEO. I said CEO. I should have said CEO of Tesla.
Genesis, thank you so much for the $7. Thank you so much, Genesis. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, he's still a member of the board. He's still the CEO.
Okay, he must have gotten back on it. Good for him.
Dean just got destroyed in a debate. Oh my God! Post that to TikTok, everyone, right now. Dean Withers destroyed in TikTok debate.
All I did was look up on Google. That's all. I really don't want.
No, Kendra, you just fucking destroyed him.
No, I don't want any of that. I'm not.
Dean Withers, uneducated Dean, destroyed in debate by educated and informed
Rose,
conservative.
Thank you for the Galaxy, I appreciate that.
No, I don't want that.
Here's my honest take on Elon Musk. I actually think that Elon Musk has done some good things. He's invested his money into electric cars. He's invested his money into SpaceX. He's invested his money into those two good things. Okay, all right. But does this make him some incredibly intelligent megamind that is super good for America? No. Okay, he's not that intelligent. He made a good investment. Okay, and ever since Elon Musk has gotten political, he's gone from being some average intelligent rich guy that makes good investments to being fucking dumbass. And that's the crazy part. He's not qualified at all to be running the Doge. I mean, just look at what he's done to Twitter since he became its CEO. He ran it from a $46 billion valuation to a $9 billion valuation. And that's all because he has an average level of intelligence and is just so fucking focused on politics and crazy shit. But yeah, Kendra, is there anything else that you want to go over? I'm pretty sure I'm kind of done with debates for the day.
No, that's fine. Yeah, go for it. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you for being kind, Kendra, and hope that you change your mind. All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Dean is about to get destroyed in some battles! Sorry, I'm okay.
Bro, Parker, before you leave, why do you want to destroy me for a third night in a row? For the last 2 nights in a row,
it's not 3 nights in a row. What are you talking about, bro?
It is.
You literally, I'm pretty sure.
Bourbon, thank you for the $10 on
But you beat
Venmo.
me 3 times in a row before that. So stop fucking lying to the chat, bro.
Wait, I'm not lying to the chat. You just qualified that what I said was correct. I said the last 2 times we've battled, I've gotten donked on. You want to destroy me for a 3rd time in a row? You know what? You know what, chat? Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go into battles, and we are going to absolutely destroy Parker. Okay? We are going to humble him. the Dean team, dream team, is going to fuck him up. So everybody go to @DeanGetAGrip as soon as I end this live. Join the stream because that's where I will be. Start spamming it in the chat right now, @DeanGetAGrip. And we are going to humble Parker. Spam @DeanGetAGrip. Spam it down below. Where are we at? @DeanGetAGrip. Can we get it going? There we go. Everybody head here.
Dean, you're gonna get fucking clapped.
Fuck you. You're gonna get destroyed. Everybody head to @DeanGetAGrip on TikTok. I will see you there. And we are gonna collectively dunk on Parker. No, I just want to put it out there. I want to see if I can get more people than usual to come hang out in the battles. Chat, yes or no? Are the battles like pretty fucking fun and entertaining? Do I hold a little bit of a different yes? A little bit of a different person. So look at that. So for everybody that usually doesn't come to the battles, I hope everybody in the chat spamming yes will hopefully change your mind. We're going to be going to @DeanGetAGrip. I'll see y'all there. We're going to have some fun. Peace and love @DeanGetAGrip in literally 5 seconds. Search it up on your TikTok as soon as I
Bro's a jester. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, everyone, tap that screen. Let's get to 100,000 likes. Yo, thank you so much for the glowing jellyfish. Thank you so much, Rose. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. WW. All right, everyone, we got to show the fuck up this round. We got to wait for speed and go crazy on speed, chat. We got to go crazy on speed. Vibes are going to be different without TikTok battles? Yeah, I'm going to cry. Push the bubble. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know, we have like a month left of this, chat. A month left of TikTok. Maybe maximum 3 months after that. Lucy, I push the boxing gloves. Like, let's be I'm kind of scared. Lucy, thank you so much for the boxing gloves. I don't believe it. I know. It's at the point where it's like The Boy You Cried Wolf, where people don't even believe that it's actually going to happen because it's been said so many times. By the way, Jaden, thank you for the $5. Thank you, Jaden. What's your favorite color? Blue. Gonna move to YouTube? Yep. YouTube is what we're gonna do. Now, I thought of this new idea of streaming myself on YouTube, but getting debates through Twitter Spaces.
Absolutely pop off. Okay, the gifting point target is high as hell. We have 50 seconds to get 6 galaxies. Go, 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 go.
Lemonade also gets banned. All right, everyone, we got to get speed. We have to get speed, and we got to go crazy if we want to be able to catch up and beat Dean. We have got to get the speed, everyone. We've got to get the goal. Let's work together, everyone. That's like 6 galaxies. It's a big goal. It's a really big goal, but we've got to try our hardest. Can y'all hear me fun? Hopefully it's not lagging. Yeah, thank you so much for the hand art. Thank you so much, Christian. Rose, thank you so much for the glowing jellyfish. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We didn't get the target. It's lagging. Yo,
we
Dean.
can actually pummel him into the ground. Go, 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 go. 3x now. Go, 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 go. Literally drop it all now. We got the 3x. He didn't. We drop it all now. Drop literally everything for the round right now. Go, 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 go. Pluto with a galaxy. W's for Pluto in the chat. Quadzilla with the galaxy.
Yo, Dean.
W's for Quadilla in the chat. Vigilante with a unicorn fantasy. Let's fucking go. MVP Vigilante down below in the chat. Christina with the Galaxy. Haley with the Fest Cheers. 20 seconds left to 3x. Use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it. Allie with the Fest Cheers. You're fucking him up. You're destroying him. Oh my God. He's so cooked. He can't stand against us. He's done. He's done.
Bro, I'm about to
it's
just
written
end it,
in
bro.
stone, motherfucker. You're
Is it still
cooked.
lagging?
And you were damned to be.
Push the hand art. Better? Okay. No? Push the gold medal, push the hat mustache. It lags on and off. Oh my god, this is so fucking annoying. Push the hand art. Lucy, thank you so much for the Galaxy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lucy and Calvin. Thank you. It's fine for me. It's okay now. Yeah, what's up, Dean?
Hey,
It's lagging
we
a lot
want
for
to
me.
give you. It is. I see a lagging. We want to give you an ultimatum. If you give us a tier, we'll let you win.
Yeah, chat. I'll probably go to my my iPad after this. I don't know what to do.
So you know what we're gonna do preemptively? You know what we're gonna do preemptively? Oh man, now I feel bad for this. I feel bad for this. We took that shit. What do we do, Parker?
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. Know what they saying, Luda's back.
MVP Vigilante in that chat.
Yo, Rose, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Rose. I appreciate it. Lucy and Calvin, thank you so much. Denise, I appreciate it. By the way, I'm just letting y'all know. What's it called? Here, I'm just gonna hit a go to my what's it called? My iPad. Give me a second, everyone. I'll be right back.
W's for Mads. W's for Heezy, Haley, Allie. Y'all ate. Y'all ate it.
Okay, everyone. We are down now 2-0. We are down now 2-0.
What did we do? And what did we do?
Thank you so much, Rose. I appreciate it. Katie, thank you. Unlucky. Erica, thank you so much. Alicia, thank you. Odd, I appreciate it. Bree, Emmy, thank you so much. Lexi, Grace, thank you.
What did we do? What did we do? You know what? Hey, Parker, what did we do?
You won.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah. All I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the
That was the
sky.
best part. That was the best part.
I never went nowhere. What they saying, Luda's
That was the best fucking part, dude. It's so loud.
and I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving like a million.
What is this guy doing, dude? What is he doing, chat?
MVP Christina down below in that chat for dunking on Parker. MVP Vigilante down below in that chat for destroying Peen. MVP Beverly, show some love to Mads. That was beautiful. That was a win. That's a boom. Quite frankly.
Okay, all right. Accept this match, bro.
How does it feel to lose? We told you you would, silly goose. Oh man, give me a moment. I need to set my my light back up. You're such a silly goose, dude. I mean, we told you that you'd lose. Why didn't you believe us? Why didn't you believe us, Parker? What's happening there, buddy? Oh, no words?
Yo, Tara with the Leon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tara. Can we get some W's for Tara? Yo, you know what, Dean? I think you need to be quiet. I think you need to be quiet. You need to get ready because shit's about to go down, Dean. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Here's the plan.
Quite frankly, you're about to fucking lose, buddy.
All that we gotta do is
quite frankly, chat. I know we're behind. I know he has 2,000 something viewers and we have 600. Appreciate the best cheers. But you know what? We have dedication. Okay, we've got dedication. Quite frankly,
okay. I gotta be.
We
I
work
gotta
together.
be a
Chat.
bit more.
We work
quiet
together.
For the rest of the stream here. I just got a text from the brother. Gotta keep it down.
Yeah, keep it down there, Dean. Keep it down. You know what? I think your brother's on our side. He said, "Keep it down." He said, "Save everyone's eardrums." Quite frankly, you're destroying everyone's earbuds.
Okay, I am. Okay, Chad, I gotta keep it down this run, but that doesn't mean that we're not gonna cook. Okay, here's speed. Here's speed.
He's gonna whisper here. Yell.
Here's
Chad.
speed. Here's speed, you guys. Now
What's
we
on your
gotta
shirt,
dunk.
Parker? Rolling
Now we got.
Stones.
Oh wow, that's a really high gifting point target. My stalker's on Harry's. What?
Yo, thank you so much for the fast cheers. Thank you so much, Unlucky.
No shot, really? you guys?
Yo, it's Tara with the flying jets. Let's
All
go,
right, they're cooking over
Tara.
there.
Let's fucking
One
go.
second.
We're halfway to it, everyone. We need to get this if we want to be Dean. We need to get this if we want to be Dean.
Vigilante, thank
Everyone,
you so much
let's
for
fucking
the
go.
for the galaxy. We have 15 seconds to try to get that goal. It's okay if we don't. Christina, thank you so much for the galaxy. It means the world to me. Let's go, you guys. Vigilante with another galaxy. Let's go. Thank you so much, Christina and Vigilante.
Okay, we were close. We were close.
wait,
we
we
didn't
gotta
get it,
tune
everyone,
into
but we were really close. Thank you so much for the love. You. I appreciate it. Which means we've got to try to win. We've got to try and win.
Okay, we need to listen in. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
What do I hear?
He has a head start. Here's the plan. Christina, you have the...
live. Yo, Tara, thank you so much for the fireworks. Thank you so much, Tara. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Rose with the galaxy. Thank you so much, Rose. I appreciate that. Thank you for the hand mustache. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Unlucky. We got a quick early lead, everyone. They come back and they always snipe, though. They always come back and try to snipe. This isn't fair. Dean has an advantage. I know he always does have the advantage because everything's handed to him. You know what I mean? But we're going to try to come back, everyone. Don't worry. We've got less people, but we're strong. We're strong. Don't worry.
All on Harry's live?
What'd you say, Dean?
Apparently, like, oh, yeah,
Thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you so much.
Day
Thank you.
Ender's on Harry's live right now.
What's it called?
Yeah.
We should probably tell him.
Yeah.
You want to text him or you want me to?
I mean, if you want to, because I feel like, there's more reason for him to kick him because of his attitudes towards you. I always talked about your girlfriend. Like, I don't really care about the creepy, stocky type of shit. He's talking about... Dude, what? Apparently he's talking about you and your girlfriend on Harry's live.
Yeah, politicians lie. Except, we don't think that lying is okay. I'm not of the view that...
Okay, guys, use the glove. Go, 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 go. Use the glove, ladies and gentlemen. Use the glove, you guys. Use the glove. Use the glove and go. Nickel, thank you so much for the marvelous. I do appreciate you for the love. Holy shit. No way. No way. Christina with a meteor shower.
Yo,
let's go,
Tara with
Christina.
the sunset. Thank you
And
so much,
Amy with
Tara.
the interstellar.
Let's go. W, Tara. Let's fucking go. Tara, let's go. Amy, thank you so much for the boxing gloves. Oh my gosh, we're just barely behind. Oh, they caught up a lot. They've got a lot of galaxies. Can we get some W's, Tara, in the comment section right now? Thank you so much, though. Tara, thank you for the boxing gloves. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the boxing gloves. Thank you so much. Oh shit, we're a bit far behind.
Vigilante with a fifth
We're
galaxy.
a bit far behind. Thank you so much, everyone. We're 30 seconds, everyone. We're 30 seconds behind.
You guys are cooking. The stove is on. Now everybody prepare for the snipe. Prepare for the snipe, you guys. Prepare for the snipe of a lifetime. Here we go. Amy with a meteor shower. Amy. MVP Amy. I want to see nothing but double
Thank you for the cap. Thank you so much,
Amy's.
Dev. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. 10 seconds on the clock, everyone. We gotta try. We gotta try. I think that's a bit much. It's a bit much. Yeah, thank you for the cap. Thank you so much, Hazel. I appreciate it. Thank you for the cap. Thank you. Thank you.
MVP Amy for absolutely
Thank you so much for the chicken. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the cap. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for the caps. Yo, Taishi, thank you so much. Rose, I appreciate it. Emmy, Hazel, thank you so much. Alicia, thank you so much. Unlucky, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Tara, can we get some W's for Tara in the comment section right now? Thank you so much, Tara. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tara. Can we get some W's for Tara? Thank you so much.
AA down below in that chat. Mickle and Lexi and Mads, you guys went off. Now listen. Usually we would play the all we
Rose,
gotta
thank you
do
so much
is
for the
win
galaxy. Thank you
music.
so much.
But unfortunately, my brother did ask me to keep it down. And that is a bit of a heartbreak. But we shall respect his wishes. Parker, so basically we've 3-0'd you. You suck. We are awesome. You've lost. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind. I don't even know the lyrics. Isn't that crazy? I've listened to it so much and I don't even know the lyrics.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next match real quick, everyone. Tap that screen. Let's run it up to 100,000 likes.
Well, I
500,000 likes. Share the live as well.
I was trying to say something to you.
What do you want, bud?
Yeah, I gotta be quiet because my brother asked me to. Do you want to continue the battles tonight with me being quiet? Or do you want to just finish this out tomorrow when I could have some more leniency to be louder?
It's up to you. I don't mind.
Chat,
Your
what do
choice.
you
Your
want?
choice. Let me know.
I mean, how about we just leave it up to the chat? Do you guys want to continue it tomorrow? I can't be loud now. Yeah, I can't.
We can just continue tomorrow.
Yeah, you down? Okay. You wanna do a Q&A until my girlfriend gets smiles, or are you gonna hop on for more debates?
How long are you gonna do Q&A?
Until whenever my girlfriend shows up.
And when would that be? Do you have any idea?
You know, you don't have an idea. But if I had to estimate, it'd probably be about 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Is the person still on Harry's live? I hope not,
No,
at least.
no.
Good. Or I'll probably join Harry later anyway. So yeah, no, I'll do Q&A.
All right, bet. Yeah, come over. Let's do a Q&A. We'll just hang out. I'll see you momentarily.
All right, I'll see you.
Bet. All right, you guys. So for the rest of the night, we're actually going to do a bit of a Q&A.